think that's everything. Yeah, I think we're good. Day 324. Did I skip 100 days? Sometimes it feels like I just skipped 100 days. There ain't no way we're over 300 days, is there? Hi, Zuvi. Hi, Elder. You long fuck ads. Okay. Hi, Mighty Jackson Gaming. Yo, Twilight Princess Kakariko Village. Hi, Global. You are late again? Literally not late. Stream Elements. Yula is now live. Stream VR chat. 9 a.m. Hi, Gale. Eland is a bitch and always late. No more Adge. Hi, Elder. Maybe you should start at 59 minutes to spite them? They'd still say I'm late, Zooey. So many video game worlds for the stretches? Hi, Smile. It's clearing 9:02 a.m. now. That means you're late? That means you showed up late. Well, no it doesn't, because viewers can't show up late. Only the streamer can. Hi, Bits. He's def late? Fuck you, Bits. Go fucking mow a patch of rocks or something. Maybe I will. You love seeing signs like that, Bits, where it's like, you know someone tried it. You know that sign is there for a reason. Hi, Icy Fire. I discovered I have a pants grab emote in the mini gifted sub I have, so... Lovely. Whose pants grab is that? Zesty? Real viewers arrive hours early to leave a cat be doing the laundry. Mow a patch of rocks? So in the Discord, Smile, I think it was Bits? Yeah. If the sign is there, there's a fucking story behind it. Hi, Yuki. Oh. Thank you, Anon. That gives us incline today. They are a frog streamer? Hell yeah. I used to love a frog streamer. I still do, but they don't stream anymore. Well, actually, they kinda stream, but not as a streamer. They just record their Madden gameplay for their fantasy football league. Apparently you have to, like, literally record your gameplay to participate in this tournament, so that's what they do. Bits, I couldn't help myself and bought it. Hang on. I was playing Rabbit. I arrived 14 hours ago. Hype train? They're actually a hype train. I mean, there's grass. There were the rocks, kinda. There's barely any grass. Can you go into Malomart? You cannot. You cannot go into any of the buildings in this world. It's basically the whole overworld. It is the whole Twilight Princess overworld and towns, but you can't go in any of the buildings or temples or any of those things. Sadly. I lost one. Hi, B-Top. Hi, Air. That's what you get? I saw a game that was an RTS that made me think of Zuvi, and I got kind of excited for it. I was like, whoa, Zuvi, check out this trailer. It's from the makers of StarCraft. And Zuby's like, fuck you, that's what you get. I thought Zuby would be happy with me. Because I was like, Zuby, here's an RTS. You like RTS games. We can be excited about this together. Oh, you mean Stormgate? Yeah. People happy with you. The Crafter is a new block coming to the Tricky Trials update on June 13th. Combine the Crafter with your redstone know-how to make auto-crafting easy. Fuck. Yeah. It's coming on the 13th. Hi, Cairo. Tony Hawk MMO? Dude, I immediately sent that off to Ellie. I saw that and I was like, Ellie, the thing for you. And Ellie was immediately just like, oh shit, I'm hyped. I have to watch this later. It's very kind of you, but I am slow in the head to play StarCraft if it's the same speed. So I sent it to you, Zuby, and I was immediately like, hang on. Zuby likes RTS games, but I think he likes turn-based RTS games. I don't know how he is with, actions per minute RTS games. I prefer skate controls, but some arcade Tony Hawk wouldn't be bad. Sadly, I'm gonna miss SGF. That's Stargate, right? Or Stormgate? I love RTS games. Really? I didn't know this, Bits. Did you see the trailer for Stormgate? There was the Guerrilla Games showcase yesterday, which showed a lot of stuff, which was cool. But then there was a few things that weren't attached to it, I think? I'm not entirely sure. And Stormgate, I don't think was shown here. But I saw it and I was like, dude, I didn't particularly like StarCraft. I had fun with it, but I had fun with it because of the friends I was playing with. But just, it was like StarCraft devs, this cutscene. I was just like, shit, I kind of want to play this. StarCraft games literally take less time than a league match. Were you surrender at 15? The fuck you talking about, Ewan? SGF is Summer Games Fest, which is in 7 hours. Okay. You said you're gonna miss SGF, so I was like, you're gonna miss Stormgate, huh? Summer Games Fest, okay. Today's the 7th, so we don't get the big trailer today. Hi, Smug. The big trailer, the big thing that I feel like most people are waiting for, is on the 8th, which is tomorrow. Fusion and I have to build more SBFs. That's in Minecraft, right? Wait, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow, well, today is Summer Games Fest, but it goes over a few days. Tomorrow, hi Fishy, welcome. Tomorrow, Yuki, is a Monster Hunter Wilds trailer. It's gonna be their second, well, it's technically gonna be their third, but they're calling it their second trailer. Their first one was at a thing, I already forgot what the event was. But that was like a week ago. And as part of it, they were like, look forward to our next trailer on the 8th. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Genstone. We're just doing our stretches in the Twilight Princess world. I hope you had fun today. Hi, Kyria. Thank you for the follow. Raid the dance. I'm actually interested now. Cutie fish. Yeah, so what we were talking about is, for anybody that's really into Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter Wilds has a trailer coming tomorrow at the Summer Games Festival. Hi, King Ace. Thank you for the follow. Because they make it fast level, they start making those the second a new character gets revealed. Why is there Monster Hunter Wilds porn already? I will tell you why, Global. It's because, with art, a big thing is whoever does it first. Being early to announcements and whatnot is, it's the cool streamer that walks VR. Thank you. Being early to, I guess, ride the hype wave is a massive, massive thing in content creation. So artists have, like, optimized how to get art out as fast as possible anytime a new thing comes out. So, like, what they did, I'll give you an example. Artists made a ton of sketches of, like, just porn of female characters. They had, like, 10 sketches ready with no details yet, but they had, like, body definition, maybe backgrounds, multiple backgrounds to choose from. And then as soon as they watched the Sword and Shield Pokemon trailer, and they were like, these are the hot girls coming out in this game, they filled in the details that they had not put out in their art yet. And so it was like, imagine having a painting of Nerissa, or art of Nerissa, that was already half done. It just didn't have any of the defining information of Nerissa. So the moment they saw that character in the trailer, they could fill that stuff in and push it out within like 3 to 4 hours. So that's how you had, like, Sword and Shield had these trailers and, like, show these characters, and within 3 hours, there was, like, fully defined, fully, like in-depth, complex pieces of art of this character. Which normally you would look at that and go, how the fuck do you do that in 3 to 4 hours? It's because they're not starting at step 1. They're starting at step 7. I also played some more Monster Hunters. I had lots of fun being the main character with my hunting horn. The hunting horn pisses me off, Yuki, because people call it the support weapon, and it's just a weapon. It has some buffs, it has some, like, nice things, but, like, all weapons kind of do in a way. I mean, some of them are like, your support is that you're just doing damage, right? But, like, you can bring a charge blade and bring, like, a paralysis charge blade and effectively be a support. Yeah, but it also buffs yourself. Yes. And so your self buff is very strong. I used a main horn way back in, I'm totally spacing out and not doing my stretches. I used to main horn in Monster Hunter 4, and back then you were faster. When you did your self buff, you would like run just as fast as somebody sprinting with a sheathed weapon. But just with your weapon out. It was awesome. I think the fastest I've seen is like 2 minutes from when a character got revealed. That's crazy. Why? No, I'm not. The process is an odd issue. It's why? Well, the why is because there's money involved. The why is because, if Pokemon has a trailer for Sword and Shield, and everybody sees this cute, pretty character named Nerissa, and then there's great art of them within 2 hours, people are gonna follow that artist, and like, people are looking for it. And so it's just, you want to ride hype as fast as possible. We're gonna do 10 squats. And then we will do our planks. I switched from Switch Axe to Hunting Horn now. Not sure if it was a good choice or not. Still need to figure out some other good weapons to try. If this is your first Monster Hunter, Yuki, that is a very good choice. I love the Switch Axe, but it's a very technical weapon. It is not good for starting players. The thing about the Switch Axe is that it's very easy to do damage with it, but it has garbage defensive capabilities. not necessarily garbage, but like, you need to be thinking ahead. The thing about the Switch Axe is, if you're in sword mode, you have no dodge. Your little dodge is this. That's all you get. It has like the lowest iframe count of any side hop, and it has no mobility, no speed. You're going to get hit in sword mode if you stay in sword mode. What you're supposed to do is go, the monster is about to do a tail whip in 2 to 3 seconds. I should switch from sword mode to axe mode, where I have a fucking like 3-yard long dash and way more iframes, and then be dodging stuff in axe mode. Whereas like if you try to do that in sword mode, you're just gonna get smacked. And so the great gameplay, the like skill ceiling, no, not skill ceiling. I guess the showcase of skill. Hi, media. The showcase of skill for the Switch Axe is how often is the Switch Axe getting hit while maintaining their good damage. Because it's really easy to do damage on a Switch Axe. You literally just do sword and just swing, 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 swing. That's really all you gotta do. What is dodging guard points? The 3 weapons I tell people not to start with when learning Monster Hunter. Switch Axe, Greatsword, and Charge Blade. And you can. It's not like those 3 are unplayable. They're just not beginner friendly. The process is not the issue. It's why. I also main Horn, but I think it's pronounced horny on main. Unless Kazu, oh money. Hunter Horn is OP. Yep, Rise is my first Monster Hunter. I started Monster Hunter Tri. This was back like back on the Wii, 2010 maybe. I want to say 2009 or 2010. Hi Foss. I started with the Switch Axe. It was very different back then. I can't go back to the old games. World changed the game. World made it so much more quality of life and easy of access that World and Rise are they're just different beasts. Back then, the tutorial was like 6 hours before you got to fight your first monster, and your first quest was like, alright, get out there and go pick 22 herbs. Now, I don't mean like any herbs, I mean specifically the item herb. You can only hold 10. So once you get them, come back and turn them into the box. Alright, now go get 10 more. It was just dude, it was fucking awful. And World and Rise, you find a plant, you're running along, you just scoop it. That's it. You've got it. In Monster Hunter Tri, the old Monster Hunters, you find an herb and it was just... fucking got it! It was oh god, I literally just... I don't know how people can still play that. Because it's so... It just feels like such a waste of your time. I just got here. But why are you talking about skill, Yulin, when you ain't got any? I wasn't talking about my skill, Foss. I'm a Monster Hunter of OG. King Ace knows. King Ace knows. The old games are really good, just... God. Waste of your time, MMO player. Look, listen. You're not wrong. And I'm barely an MMO player anymore. Just play whichever weapon feels best for you. I mean, true. They do have a training room. You should absolutely go in there and just try them all out. Old Monster Hunter and pickaxes that kept breaking. Oh god. Anytime I think of you in Monster Hunter now, I hear you saying, I hate this monster in my head. I played Monster Hunter Rise a couple months ago with Foss. And every single monster we fought, I was like, oh god, I hate this monster. And after 5 times, he's like, is there a fucking monster you like? And I was just like, there's a few. I like Lagiacrus. And he's like, that one's not in the game. There's 15-year-old content week after week for a Phoenix with the lowest res texture you've ever seen. Listen! There's some new stuff in Mop Remix, fuck you! Yeah, let me actually go and try the weapons. Good idea. Yuling just doesn't like any monster. I like Logiacris, the one they never put in the game anymore. No, there's monsters I like. There's a lot in Rise that I like fighting over the ones in World. A lot of the endgame World monsters, I'm just like, God, this is fucking miserable. Maybe Logi comes back in Wilds. Maybe, but probably not. I have given up hope on Logiacris. You know what I think of Foss? When I think of Foss is when we're fighting Seething Basilgeuse, and Foss just goes, "What is he doing? What is that attack? What do we do?" Whereas, like, Basilgeuse had this attack where he would just spin. He would just spin and go up and shoot, like, the little bomb flowers 360, just in all directions. And every time he did this, Foss was just, like, purging his memory of it each time. So, like, literally 5 times in 15 minutes, Foss is going, "What is he doing? What is he doing? I don't know." B-52 Bomber. I'm so happy you called him the B-52 Bomber, Bits. Because, like, there's, like, 3 different bombing plane names that, like, people use. And I'm like, his name starts with B. It's Basilgeuse. Use the one that starts with a B. Don't use the... Why are we using the other bombing planes? Use the B-52. It's just sensical. Oh, Bagel is still in Wilds. Bagel was, like, less cool Deviljho in my eyes. We've always called him B-52. Come on, people. There's some people that, like, they try to use a different plane. And I forget what the plane is just because it's so upsetting anytime I see it. Hi, Xanther. Are we talking about B-52 and its prime predator? The Dodogama? Hang on. How are you comparing him to the Danger Pickle? Because they fill the same role, Bits. Because they are the asshole monster of their game. So, in Monster Hunter 2, the asshole monster was Tigrex. Basically, you don't see Tigrex until you get to high rank, and then you get to high rank, and Tigrex is just like in every fucking high rank mission. Hi, Matoshiro. And like, you don't want to deal with him, but he's mobile. He's just constantly patrolling around the map, and if he finds you, he's going to like interrupt your fight. He's the reason you bring dung pots. In Monster Hunter Tri, they kind of perfected this. They had Deviljho. Deviljho is like got the Jaws music. He's big and intimidating. He's got the lore of just like he's so hungry it's insane and he just wants to eat everything. He has chase down mechanics where like you don't run straight away from Deviljho. He literally has a rock throw that like stays above the ground and has very little like drop off. It's literally like if you see Deviljho doing an attack and you're running away, you go at a curve, or you get smacked in the back of the head. Deviljho is the asshole monster of Tri, and he was fucking incredible at it. In 4, I don't know if they came out with a new one in 4, or just used Deviljho again. I don't remember. In Worlds, they replaced Deviljho with Basilgeuse. Basilgeuse is the asshole monster that, like... You get to high rank, you don't really have a mission to kill him until late high rank, but he's there right from the get-go, and he just flies around. He literally just flies around, and if he sees a fight, he's gonna fucking interject in it every fucking time. And it's like, oh my god. Basilgeuse is the reason you bring dung pods. I found the red dog more intimidating than the Danger Pickle, and then I pat the dog. Was Worlds your first game? Because he's a fucking pushover in Worlds. Deviljho is fucking horrifying in the past games. And in Worlds, by the time you fight him, like, he's just... You've got the armor to shit on him. And, like... I don't know. I don't know if his moveset is slower or just less impactful. The first time you fight him in Monster Hunter Tri in his debut game, he one-shots you. Like, he just absolutely shits on you. Specifically, your very first high rank quest is a Queropeko, which is something similar to the egg bird. But the Queropeko is a bird that has a trumpet for a beak, and it can mimic the cries of other monsters and summon that monster to, like, if they're in the map, they'll come and check out the cry because they think it's like a mate. Well, your very first hunt in high rank is go kill a Queropeko, and you're like, this is the second monster. This is easy. Is high rank like that scary? You fight the Queropeko. You fight him for like 30 seconds to a minute, and then he does this fucking blood-curdling roar, and you're like, never heard that before. That can't be bad though, right? And Deviljho shows up, and like your handler is literally like, get the fuck out of there. That is a Deviljho. We did not know this was in the area. That thing will kill you. Do not fight it. Run. Just run. Just turn around and run. And then, like, you run, and he throws a fucking rock at you and scoops the back of your head off your shoulders. It's like, holy shit. It is like, it is just, Monster Hunter Tri did so many things well in that they crafted so many of the experiences to, like, this is the emotion you are going to feel when you encounter this, because there's so many things that just make you lead into this experience. And so Deviljho back then was fucking horrifying. In World, I mean, you lead into the quest with Handler being a fucking dumbass, and it's just, you're just irritated at that. And then it's just like, alright, another monster. I've already got endgame gear because I've been farming Xeno'jiiva for like months at this point, and like, oh, this monster's way easier than Xeno'jiiva. Okay, so like there was no threat to Deviljho in World. He's just, I don't know, he was just like an extra DLC monster at the end of the game that's like, hey, we're adding this guy, fan favorite, and it's like, I mean, cool, but Is there a wandering monster? Then is Tigrex Deviljho B52 in the fight with you? Yes. Oh, Bagel is better because I get to screech his theme whenever he comes in. I call it AC-130. See, B52 makes more sense to me. Dodogama is so cute. Agreed. I think I've killed 2 Dodogama in total. Ropeko is annoying little shit. You take that bat. My good burb has done nothing wrong. Found the red dog more intimidating than Danger Pickle? That's honestly fair. Hi, Farisu. Lost one. Actually, I might be able to get him. Let's see if I can get it before Lost One does. Lost One's usually faster than me. Oh, I can't even click the thing. I very much prefer Deviljho over Bazelgeuse. The thing about Deviljho is that, like, he shows up and you know it. Whereas B52 is like, his theme starts, and it's harder for me to catch that because I'm worse with audio cues. And, like, you just need to know, oh shit, I'm hearing the Bazelgeuse theme. Fucking get away, because he's gonna... Please turn Rajang into a proper wandering monster just to annoy people? God, I would hate that. He's calling all the hood for me. I prefer Deviljho. Oh, I almost had it. Yeah, he's scary as fuck on Tri. I haven't been paying attention. Have we planked yet? No, I've been stalling. Up to Worlds, Deviljho was a tear. Didn't carve that monster, he eats it. Cuts a tail off. Didn't feed him, eats it. Gets too close when he shows up, he eats you. You know what's really funny, Xamther? The whole Deviljho eating tails and other monsters was a complete myth. It's fucking insane. And like, everybody believes this. Everybody thinks Deviljho ate all that stuff. But it was a tooltip in Monster Hunter Tri that's like, Deviljhos are so ravenously hungry, they'll even eat their own tails if you cut it off. But there's no actual footage of it. There's people that have cheated it. But you can tell they're doing some stuff where it's like they turn the camera off screen and their buddy in the hunt like drops meat in the tail. There's not been footage of somebody doing it solo and keeping the tail on screen. That French horn going off after the crash gives me a flight response. Pickle's dumb as fuck in the old game. Who do you think will be the wandering monster for Wild? I would expect them to make a new one. I feel like there's no way they don't have Devil Joe in the game, but I think he's gonna be more like World, where he's just present. He's not gonna be like such a crafted experience like the others were. Motto Basil Goose just drops a Devil Joe on you. Bot kill. Oh yeah, Yulin, today I got a bot raid. The first this year. Hell yeah. I've gotten 3 fucking bot raids this year. I got 1, and then like within a week I got 2 more. I really need to like prepare myself more, because I have it write people's, you know, follows in the chat and thank them for it. Hi Kisu. And that's great for reading off people's names when they follow. That's fucking awful when a bot raid happens. Hell no. I believe last one was last December. I don't like that the Wandering Monster being a flying monster. I also don't like it when it's a flying monster. It feels like it's too... They're too mobile when they're flying. Either Basil drops a devil, or Devil tosses a Basil at you. 30 minutes. Yeah, we haven't flanked it. It's been 30 minutes. I remember playing Try and losing carbs to it. This guy never walks anymore. Always, yeah, but I miss the old deal. And we used to start walking sub 10 minutes. Look, you know what it is? I've been watching my friend Foss, and he's been going 2 hours before he plays a game. Yesterday, he only went like 40 minutes. And he was like, you know what? I really want to play Nightmare Cards, so we're just going to get right into it. But like, an entire week before that, he's been going like 2 goddamn hours. Foss has such fucking massive balls. He will literally turn on his go live button. He will play through his music and play through, you know, the ads for 10 minutes. And then he'll be like, guys, I'm gonna shower. And sit on the starting soon screen for another 8 minutes while he goes and showers. Holy shit, I'm like stressing out if like I'm late at all. Foss, dude, balls of steel. I don't know how he does it. +1 to the score of people thinking I'm a girl in VR chat, though. Alright. It's time to plank. 33:30 start. We'll go to 36:30. Post a cute pic. It's so cute. The cutest pic I've ever taken. Peak cute. Got the legendary accent. Wow. Only W's lately. Hell yeah, Frisu. You use always ready with excuses. Oh, well, nice. You and I forgot to say hello today. Hi, Techno Rave. Alright, stop typing. Let him suffer through planking. No, please keep typing. What do you mean I'm not technically late? I started the streams on time. You're not late. You just stall like a motherfucker. Everyone quiet. Fuck you guys. Oh god. You guys actually stop typing, you fucking assholes. Hi, Ashimoth. Ashi? Ahimoth. I'm planking, so I couldn't read that properly. Thank you for the follow. I've made great progress on my stables. Hell yeah. Healing the War Within Delves will save WoW alongside solo Q-rated BGs. I'm at work, I can't type often. That's okay, Techno. I got my Druid to 70 yesterday for Isu. And I was like, okay, I need to focus more on bronze than leveling characters. Because aside from the Druid and Warrior, there's not really characters I need. I don't have a Priest at 70 on Zul'jin, so I might level a Priest, but I'm like so disinterested in Priest. Halfway there. I could also level a Rogue, but I don't really need to. The reason I'd level a rogue is to have a horde rogue for walking videos, but like, the only videos I have left are vanilla zones, which cap at 30. And I have like a ton of horde rogues that are like 40 or 45. So like, I don't really need to level a rogue. It's okay, we don't type while he planks anyway. Shut up! Oh god. 3 minutes of flanking. Oh god. 40 more seconds. Do you have a horde rogue for the Veiled Stare video? Why would I need a horde rogue for the Veiled Stare video? God, you're so fucking dumb, Farisu. What NPCs at the Veiled Stare would be hostile to Alliance and not the horde, Farisu? By the way, for anybody new here, I'm only being mean to Farisu right there because she likes it and that's a joke between us. I don't actually think she's dumb. I think she's really cool. I just want a Veiled Stare video? Well, you're in luck. There is one. 36:30. 3 minutes. Heatland. Oh, that looks oddly sexual. That's me fixing my trackers. Everybody look away. Fixing, I'm readjusting now that we're actually gonna walk. Whoop. Hi, Pixel. Always hating on Farisu SMH. Hi, Jacobo. Good day. What do you mean always hating on Farisu? She's gonna come out with some L take and all of you are gonna hate on her even more. At least I'm gonna say like her tits are fucking banging. I need this here, I need this here. I need this here. We're gonna respawn. We're gonna mute this. And we're gonna start walking. Farisu, name the zone. You have 5 seconds. Drustvar? Really, Farisu? Really? You wanna try again there? Oh, I can't believe it. Yulin bullying someone? What a rare occurrence. I don't know, I only like Duskwood and Ghostlands. Segs icon, Yulin. Finally have enough points to pay taxes. Yulin bullies me even at birthday parties. What the fuck, Yulin? We keep it consistent. Yulin's the type of guy to show up to a birthday party and say, he's the gift! What's the worst birthday present you guys ever got? The worst birthday present I ever got was one of my high school friends showed up. He'd gone to a burrito place before and was like, oh, I didn't know this was for your birthday. Here's your birthday present. And he handed me half of a tinfoil wrapped burrito. He'd literally eaten the other half and like it had bite marks in it. Like it had literally, I could see the divots from his teeth where he had bitten into it from eating half of it. And it was like, I don't want this, dude. Just eat the rest of it and like, I don't know, get me back or don't. I'm just happy you're here, I think. Twitch won't let me pay taxes. I only have W takes on video games. As a 100% completionist gamer. Let's go, taxes, good. Nothing, I was like 13, got told, happy fucking birthday. Oh god. A shared gift, yum. I was about to say I haven't had a bad gift. Depression, probably. It's a new gift every day, so probably got it on my birthday, too. Yeah, fucking right. But I was gifted a Bible once. Yeah, that's a pretty bad gift. This chat only thinks about Wind Waker being a good game when it's not even a top 5 in its own franchise. See? Like right there. I got not just depression on my birthday, but also a pair of socks, nothing else. Gale had a pretty rough birthday gift recently. He got like a bottle of whiskey and like, you're welcome. My browser crashed, F. Gale, what was your birthday present again? Not that a bottle of whiskey is bad, but it was like... It felt very like... Here you go, I'm not gonna talk to you for another year. It was a bottle of coffee liqueur. That's a fire gift in my opinion. It's free alcohol. Huh, that's amazing. I thought Gale worded it in a way that was like, he wasn't all that happy to get it. That was basically everything I got that day. I don't know. Maybe I understood that wrong. Didn't I get you Palworld on your birthday, Gale? See, that sounds like a nice gift. It's almost time. Farisu, do you still not know the zone? Are you serious? Slavery game, nice gift. Oh, am I supposed to guess? Yeah, you were supposed to guess till you get it. And you said Drustvar, which I could see that guess, though, was wildly wrong. And then you said Duskwood and Ghostlands. Now, those weren't guesses. You were just saying you like those. My father on my 16th gave the gift of calling and asking over the answering machine if I would be over for Thanksgiving. He didn't mention my birthday at all, KW. No. I thought I got you a game for your birthday? You got me Palworld Foss when the game launched since you felt sorry for the Conan stuff. You think this is Borean Tundra? Farisu! Ashara? There you go. There you go. Oh, God. She's such a dumb bimbo e-girl. Literally doesn't care about WoW. She'll just, like, post pics as, like, guys, I love WoW so much, and it's her with an Xbox controller and the cord going through her mouth. Ugh. God, she's lucky she's so fucking hot. What zone is this? Hyjal is in the fucking background? Eland is sounding like a disappointed father. You know what's really funny? That could have been Sholazar? No, it couldn't have. Kalimdor and Horde is cringe. What's really funny is, like, Farisu is way fucking better at WoW than I am. Oh my god. Horde players are gross. Okay, dude. You know, small zone, unimportant zone, Hyjal. Hi, Sleepy. Spread out, stop moving. No, I'm a bad e-girl Mascus tank slut who get carried every raid tier and through every Mythic Plus season. Yeah, except you're the best one in the raid, so that means you're the one carrying. Alright. I'm gonna try. I'm a gray parsing tank player. You're an orange parsing healing tank player. Eland, you're getting stabbed? Yeah. It's because there's like bombs going off in the area that de-stealth me. Meat shield with more meat. I'm not a Tide Pod. Oh, I just remembered a funny detail about the Bible. It was also stolen. They gave you a stolen Bible? Huh? Does that not... Okay. I feel like there's a conflict of messages there, but okay. Okay, that just makes it fucking hilarious. They didn't tell me it was stolen. I think that's a sin. Today, there's a few holidays today, and I'm going to try and be better about writing down what holiday it is for the day. It is National Donut Day. It is National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. Those feel like they shouldn't be on the same day. That feels a little wrong. It is VCR Day. And it is Fish and Chip Day. There's a few other things, but those are the 4 that stuck out to me. Gonna put ice cream in your donut hole? Yeah, Foss grew up on weird porn. That checks. Why the fuck can't you reply on mobile Twitch? Holy loots. It's a cursed item. You need to purify it via church ritual. Let's get some donuts together. I hate leaving the house, but I would get donuts with Furry Sue. Easily. That's a no-brainer choice. I'll dough your nuts. My Dunkin' app has been pinging me all morning about it. But I know this Foss since last played Palworld in February, aka before B-Day. I would turn myself ashes if I tried. I trashed it years ago anyways. Would you get donuts with me? No. Round Rock donuts and kolaches? Kolaches? Fog? I don't know what Round Rock donuts are. I definitely don't know what kolaches are. Okay, based. Because Twitch is a small indie company with few resources. Trick question, you don't get a choice. Fun fact, Smosh's Food Wars has a controversial 34th rule. Look up Food Wars Rule 34 in order to see more info on that. Yeah, let's look it up on stream right now. Round Rock Donuts, National Donut Competition winner. Goated. Lamau. Watches are so good. It's a Deep South term, makes sense. I'm not a Southern boy. I lived in Texas for 8 years? That feels like South adjacent. Like, Texas is the South. But it doesn't feel like the South. It's not that, like, swamp and overalls with no shirt kind of South. I always thought it was such a common thing. I read Kalash Karlak from Baldur's Gate 3. Same, I only found out it was not Deep South past few years ago. South, not so South. Okay, for anybody that wants an explanation of North and South in the United States. North and South starts with the concept of, like, the Civil War, where the North was anti-slavery, the South was pro-slavery. They went with that, and, you know, obviously the South is not for slavery now, but they have... That's where the concept of North and South starts. Over time, the North and South line that kind of, like, separates the two sides of the United States has kind of bent a little bit. Kolachi? I'm saying, like, I don't know how to say it. So, like, if you correct me, I will say it that way. Kolachi. Right now, the North is like... God, there's the Northeast, there's the North, and then there's the West. So West is like California, Washington. North is like New York, that area. The Midwest is, you know, Missouri, Ohio, that area. Then you get the South. And this is like a curved band from like Texas, maybe New Mexico and Arizona, that kind of goes up a little bit and then hits the southern states. But then you have like the deep South states. And this is like Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama. This is like the hillbilly South. Then you have Florida, where it's like, it's deep South. But then the more southern you get in Florida, the more northern you are. So if you're at the north of Florida, you're deep South. This is like Jacksonville. But then you go south in Florida, you're in the Keys, and you're more northern in like ideology and like what people are like. Outer and inner South? Yeah. It's Rancher South rather than Tobacco Chewer Farmer South? Yeah. Dude, your current state is hick enough to be the South? Missouri is like... coming... Like it's very... I would call it South. But it's not that deep South. It's not that like... You're never gonna see somebody... Well, you probably will actually now that I say this. I'm never gonna see somebody that's like... in overalls with no shirt here in Missouri. They have a lot of like fake Southerners. Missouri has, oh my god, they have a fucking epidemic of fake rednecks that want to be rednecks, but like they're just rich spoiled white boys. Bussies is coming to Skibidi, Ohio, so that will be hype. It's food. People get food wrong often. So the North and South are not straight with each other. Bussies over Wawa. North, Washington, Wisconsin, Oregon. South, Texas, Louisiana, Florida. Say Skippity one more time. I will hit you with the soap sock I stole from Ewan. We don't have Wawa here. That's like Eastern Penn, Jersey, New York. This. And Florida has Wawa, if I recall correctly. How the fuck did I respond to my own message? North, South, for all but food. Basically free soup. More like outer and inner. That's it. I'm sending you into Groom Lake. I just saw the Gabbo's music. I do like the Gabbo music. We call our state Midwest, but it's not the Midwest. I made a Death Knight named Gabbo with Mop Remix. It was alright, Gnome Superior. There's a northern Missouri and a southern Missouri. Rednecks wanna be. Just middle and western. Bro. What the fuck did you just call that? My man said pussies. I love making a joke and being behind in chat and just like, I can't wait to catch up in chat and see that. LOL pussy. Bucky's pussy. I'm referencing that joke by the guy. Y'all ever been to Bussies before? I've never been here before. Came inside for the first time. Loved it. Definitely gonna be doing that again. In fact, I left Bussies. Came back for a second time. Just as good the first time. I love getting overpriced pulled pork sandwiches at Bussies. And I need to know the logic behind that one. Hold the fucking phone. How the fuck did you get that pronunciation? Holy shit, he actually got me this time. I thought he was fucking serious. It's a TikTok of this guy who's just like, y'all ever been to Bussies before? Came inside there for the first time. It's so good. It's like 30 seconds straight of just Bussy innuendos. It's Cowboy Western. Hi, Feet Chan. Does Fit Wife Mommy Big PP Girlfriend Yulin care for Elden Ring? There's some leaked gameplay for abilities. People are saying it looks more anime than anime games. I have Elden Ring. I want to play through it and make walking videos of it. The person I was playing it with, our schedules were like fucking awful for each other. And so I've only killed Margit and Godric. I've not gone through the rest of the game. Feet-chan leaked? What leaked gameplay? I know what you're talking about, my god. What the fuck did I just hear? Fit wife, mommy, big peepee girlfriend, Yulin. Yeah. Uh-huh. That's Feet-chan, Frisu. Erwin peepee. Chat, it is now Friday. Remember to grab the gun out of the officer's holster. I actually have some Elden Ring notes. There's... If you don't want... I don't want to say spoilers. I'm going to talk about, like, some new weapons. Okay? We know there's redacted number of new weapons. If you don't want to know about that, mute for, like... I don't know, a minute. We know there's 8 new weapons. You know what? I'm actually not going to talk about it. I'll mention one of them. They have throwing weapons. They have, like, throwing knives and shit. I want to play with that. I'm not going to talk about the others. But, I want throwing knives. A minute, bro. You extend your spoilers all the time. Hi, Ellie. I left my watch at work. Femboy Friday. Make sure you use the T-Rex grabber. We all eating at Bussies on Femboy Friday? Ah, no, Rip Ellie. I'm gonna throw you, Yuland. Tell Shin to upload the world faster? The world? Huh? Goth Femboy IHOP win. I thought you were talking about my Shin. The Shinkozan that did the Avatar stuff. I was like, what? Huh? Your Shin for Just H. Gotcha. Gotcha. I played Unrailed with Violet yesterday. That was fun. It was more chill than most Unrailed sessions go. Well, it was more chill and less chill in some ways. It was more chill in that because it was just the two of us, the train starts slower, so we had even more time for stuff. But it was less chill because 2 people, you gotta do more responsibilities. So like in a 4-player game, you can pick up the axe, and it's like, I cut trees. All I gotta do is cut trees. I ain't gotta do anything else but cut trees. Whereas in a 2-player game, it's like, I gotta do tracks, I gotta do water bucket, I gotta do crafting, I gotta do resource management, and I have to pick up a lot of the rocks and stone to bring to the train. There's a lot of shit you have to do in 2-player. It looks super chill. It's very similar to Overcooked, right? But the thing about it is that it's very bursty with the stress. So like Overcooked and PlateUp is like, go, go, go. It's always falling apart. Hi, Baldier. It's always like, oh god, do the stuff. Whereas Unrailed is like, it's chill. You're cruising. You ain't got shit to worry about. You've got your track set up way ahead of you. And then it's like a minute of, holy fuck, we gotta do the thing! Oh god! If you like Overcooked and PlateUp, Unrailed is like right there with those games. Did someone say Rock and Stone? We talked a bit about Deep Rock yesterday. I learned about Rogue Core yesterday, Baldier, and that looks cool. I'll probably be getting that. But then also, Deep Rock Galactic has Season 5. I don't think it's out yet. I want to say it's coming out. I want to play that a bit. Yulin, did you see the thing about the Chinese waterfall thing? Yes. So there's this waterfall in China that is like, it's like the world's tallest waterfall or something. And it's like ancient and majestic and mystical, and thousands of tourists go to this waterfall every year. And some guy climbed the mountain next to the waterfall, which I don't think you're allowed to do. But he found that it's just a pipe. Like, this whole thing was just, it's a pipe. 13th of June, I'm waiting? Okay. The world icon changed? Hell yeah. Yeah, so, people are mad at the park that runs this waterfall, or has this waterfall. Because it's just man-made with a fucking pipe. Bro. China is honestly on some bullshit. Don't know, waiting on it to upload. But yeah, we played Unrailed with Violet yesterday. She hit 100 followers, which was crazy to me. I thought she was higher. And it just made me realize, like, oh right, VR chat connections and community goes a long fucking way. But she hit 100 yesterday. That was cool. For anybody that doesn't know, Violet Vexen, she shows up usually toward the end of stream. If you want any background music or like intro, outro, BGM songs for your stream, you can commission her and she will make them for you. We fucking love Violet around here. Our cat in Stardew? Our cat in Stardew Valley is named after her, because originally she was gonna be in the run. But then scheduling conflicts, she had to drop. Baseball season was starting for her kids. But yeah, we played 2 times on medium, and then we played once on easy. We played 2 times on medium because it was like, let's, just play on medium. We're gamers, we can handle this. And we had good runs, but we didn't get to the end. And the last time was like, let's do on easy just so we can go through. Because I don't remember the last time I went through. Let's go to the end. And literally we got to hell and they threw the most bullshit setup at us I've ever seen. It was fucking unfair world generation. They had like a literal wall of black rock that you can't cut through, that we had to go north of. But then it was a fire river that you have to make bridges over. Then like an island of like wood logs. Then you have to go down through a fire lava. Then you have to go through wood logs again. Then more through lava. But like all of this is in like 2 bottlenecks of black rock that you can't widen. And it was like, what kind of world gen is this? This fucking sucks. Honestly, is a strong word. Lamau, yippee, I was there. What is that tweet, Bits? Is that... It's not one of your tweets. I'm not typing that out. I know, I'm just asking what it is. Is that like... about honestly? Because I do that with a lot of my fucking sentences. Oh. Just someone making fun of Chinese military? Gotcha. I don't know. I remember seeing a lot of like anti-Chinese, I guess, rhetoric 10 years ago, let's say, in a very dark way. I remember like having a very, very negative opinion of China. And then I just like, I don't know. I felt like I was very sympathetic before, but then I just like ascended with it, and it was like, oh, now I can be sympathetic toward literally every person. And I feel bad for a lot of Chinese people. There's a lot of just like shit that goes on over there that's just like, oh god, that sucks. I'm not anti-China, but like, it's been what, almost 50 years since they fought in a war, and they think they're hot shit? Chinese government and a lot of Chinese gamer communities suck. It's live now, ayo. Hell yeah. But not bad as a whole. I feel like Chinese people, you know, they're great. The problem is, there's a lot of things that incentivize them to be very nationalistic, and that's pretty shitty. But, like, it feels like they're very isolationist. Hi, Riddle. It's just... I don't know. We portray them as the bad guys, they portray us as the bad guys, and it's like, well, shit. We gotta rise above the propaganda. But that's like, you know, me saying that to 40 people online on Twitch versus billions of dollars invested in propaganda across multiple media networks for both countries. Robots military is the dumbest thing in life. Robots sneaking on you. Shink, 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 shink. Here's the thing, Riddle. You can think something noisy like that would never sneak up on somebody, but there's a comic from World of Warcraft from like 20 years ago, and it's about Ungaro Crater. In Ungaro Crater, there are these 5 T-Rexes that wander around the zone. And they basically 3-shot anybody they come across, and you can't really get away from them, but they're big. The ground shakes when they're near. And so it's very easy to, like, know when they're around. Those fuckers will still sneak up on you, because gamers are dumb and don't pay attention. Bits is not a big fan of the Chinese government. You're banned, Ellie. Riddle, oh. Did I already tell you about the watch list, Ewan? I believe so. The FBI watch list? Ewan DM. Okay, I did. I just think Chinese propaganda depicting America as a Hadassah imperialist state makes me more patriotic for the America. Yeah, more people know. I know got on it. Oh, jeez. Old Ewan face, honey. I'm sitting in my clothes room and I can hear bees swarming. I can hear bees swarming outside? Oh. I'm still not on it, though? I don't know if I believe you. How would you know if you're on it or not? Holy cow. I muted to clear my throat, and then my controller was losing tracking trying to unmute, and I could not click it for like 20 seconds. You know Bruce Lee was fast, but he had an even faster brother. Suddenly. Icon for you. It's a public list? Yeah, but you're on the private one. Also, I've seen the military drone spying on me in the sky. Is that another one of your list bits? No, Gale, the actual list. So it's one of your lists. No, I think it's like an actual FBI list, Gale. Bits got a list for everyone on a list about everyone. No, Gale, the FBI's. We're talking about someone else's list. Bits has his list, but then there's the FBI list. But Bits is on that list. No mute cough. We are absolutely muting those. I'm not on the FBI list yet. Here's a fun fact that I learned yesterday. How are we sure Bits isn't FBI? Why the fuck would I be FBI? Hang on a minute, Gale. You might be onto something. Oh my god. Bits isn't at risk of being, like, on a watch list for the FBI. All of us are. And Bits is an undercover agent in here like, whoa, I hate the government. I hate the FBI. Open carry guns, yeah. What guns are you guys 3D printing? He is the watch list. Oh my god, it all makes sense now. Femboy Bukake Inspector. See, that's how I know Bits and I talked about the FBI list before. Because Feetchan heard FBI and was like, Femboy Bukake Inspector. The US gave us those drone that blow people up. Yes, yes, that thing. I hear it and I even spawn it. So for 4, legit mechanical dog to sneak on me is impossible? I don't think it's impossible. I never ask people what they're printing. I don't care enough. I want to print my own. Here's a fun fact I saw yesterday. So you guys know the Pokemon trainers, right? Rosa from Black and White 2. Do you guys know that she's a former Team Rocket grunt? I did not fucking know this. Literally, the player character in Black and White 2, Rosa, is former Team Rocket. I always didn't like her, but like that makes her kind of cooler to me. Nah, I'm 3D printing the sun in my house. I watched a video that was like interesting facts about every Pokemon protagonist. And like most of them were just like, whatever. Are we all former Team Rocket Goon? No. What is your guys' favorite villains from Pokemon though? So there's Team Rocket, and then there is Team Magma and Team Aqua. And then there is Platinum. And then there is oh god, what is it in Gen 5? It's run by Ghetsis and N. I think it's Team Galaxy? Something like that. Then there's Team Flare. Then there's Team Skull. Then there's the thing that Lusamine was in charge of. Aether Foundation? And then there was Team Star? No, it was Team Loud and then Team Star. Can we 3D print Pokemon? James, Team Rocket, Team Aqua for reasons. Plasma. James is the best villain. Team Galactic for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and Team Plasma for Black and White? Okay. Dylan, do you have notes on Microsoft Recall? No. Dio Brando. Pokemon 2024, I sleep. There is Team 10. I like Team Skull. Team Skull just like, I don't know, it really resonated with me. I really liked that they were just like a bunch of rejects and throwaways. They didn't feel like villains. They felt like confused people that had found this camaraderie and like, you know, was kind of just rebelling against the world in a way that was working for them. But it was short-lived, right? Life and consequences were catching up with them. And so slowly through the game, you see Team Skull dissolve. By the end of the game, they all stop wearing their masks. And they're just like, they're just punks. They're not Team Skull anymore. And like, their leader... God, I love Guzma. Guzma is so fucking cool, and like, he has good motivation. Giovanni's just like, I'm smart, so I'm evil, and I want to take over the world. Team Magma and Team Aqua were like, we're conservationists that care about one part of the ecosystem, and we're going to be stupid about everything else. But Guzma was like, I was abused as a kid and I did everything right that a trainer was supposed to do, and it still all blew up in my face. So I'm gonna rebel and reject the world and like be an asshole. And then he saw it like not working out for him and it working out for you, and so he kind of becomes a good guy. Fucking Guzma and Team Skull, I love him so much. I would love to have like a Team Skull outfit for my avatar. Pokemon in 2024, ew. Look, you can hate the, like, new Pokemon stuff. But, like, does that ruin your old Pokemon nostalgia? Like, I fucking loved X and Y, and all the games before that. And no matter how shit Pokemon gets, it's not gonna take that away from me. Team Skull is Big Goon Energy. Team Skull is the Hooligans. Pokemon Sleep, getting in VR. Back, yes, was Team Skull the Hooligan team. Team Magma, more land. Team Aqua, more water. I miss more villains just being bad guys for the sake of being bad guys, like Jack Horner. When it's comedic, sure. But when it's serious, it's like, it just feels bad. I hated X and Y. X and Y was my favorite, but there's a very specific reason for that, Cairo. Team Skull was awesome as well. I love the Zygarde parts you could find around the map in Sun Moon. So, X and Y was my favorite, Cairo. Because when I play Pokemon games, I'm typically not going for, like, Pokedex completion. I'm not going for, like, competitive best team out there. I like solo RP, where I, like, have a story in my head for my trainer of them working toward becoming a gym leader. And so I imagine them getting fixated on, like, a type, or in more recent years, like a theme, like all dogs or all lizards, and trying to collect Pokemon of that type that they specialize in. Now, when you pick a type like all fire, in a game like Red and Blue, that's fucking hard. Because you get Charmander, and then your next fire Pokemon is, what, Growlithe? Around the second or third gym? Like, you have to fucking go a ways before you get another Pokemon. X and Y had a national Pokedex of 400. So, like, I did an all-dragon team, and by the third gym, I had 6 dragons. It was like, fucking finally, I can, like, do a theme team, quickly set it up. So, like, X and Y was fucking phenomenal for that. It also just had good Pokemon. My main dragon Pokemon in X and Y was Tyrantrum. And oh my god, that Pokemon is fucking cool. Everything about Tyrantrum is fucking rad. He's a T-Rex. His name is a great pun between Tyrant and Tantrum. He's a dragon. Like, he's just fucking cool. Pokemon peaked in Gen 2. Let it go, Pokemoners. Oh, Team Yell's Hooligans? Team Yell is like... Team Yell is the hooligans that, like, kind of muck stuff up and don't really fit in society, but they're not really hurting anybody. Team Skull is, like, the rejects that, like, they dropped out of school, so they started stealing and, like, really messing around and, like, breaking laws. Gen 5 was last good one. Kill it already? I thought the early game dragged for a hot minute. Then there was zero endgame in X and Y. There was endgame. See, honestly, I always, like, barely even remember the endgame. Like, I don't even know if I've done much of the endgame in Pokemon games, because I've always beaten the Elite Four and been like, cool, I beat the game. Which, obviously, there's a shit ton more. I just don't think I was always that attentive to it, and just thought I was done. X and Y was the most incomplete of the gens? I would say that's debatable. Because, I feel like Sword and Shield didn't even have half the Pokedex. Gen 2 Endgame, Gen 2 Remake Endgame, wholly based. Gen 2 and the Gen 2 remakes are both very fucking good. So Gen 1, this was the start. It's good, but, like, I don't know if it's that... I don't know if it holds up, because it has so much promise. Gen 2 was Gen 1, but everything better. Gen 3 was when it started feeling really polished. Gen 3, Ruby and Sapphire, was just, it's a fucking goated generation. Gen 4, I feel like it's the same as Gen 3, where it's more polished. I personally don't like Gen 4. I feel like Gen 4 is when scope starts to get away from them, and the legendaries start being fucking stupid. Gen 5, I think it's either this or Gen 6 where people say the problem started. I don't remember if the experience share got changed in Gen 5 or Gen 6. But, like, Gen 5, I think, is a step down from Gen 4. I personally like it more, but I think in the overall scope, I think more people like Gen 4 than Gen 5. Gen 6, in my eyes, is when we got some of the best changes for Pokemon ever. We had a massive national dex. We got player customization. This is when we got Fairy type, right? I think Fairy type was a good addition. I think Gen 6 was really, really good. But, you know, I have heard that a lot of people hated it. Gen 6 is when the experience share changed? Okay. I feel like if Pokemon just had mature options, like, hey, skip the tutorial stuff. Hey, have 3 different settings for the experience share. It would solve so many problems for Pokemon fans. Because their audience is old now, and they still want to think their audience is fucking like Ash and still 10 years old. Gen 7? Gen 7 was weak. Gen 7, I like what they tried. I don't like that every Pokemon game is, hey, go get 8 badges and beat the Elite Four. I like when they do other things. But, like, come on. Did it have to be seven totem gyms? Like, it's the exact same thing, just a different name. They needed to not do that. Gen 8... Gen 8 was Sword and Shield? Sword and Shield was dog water. This is when they said, we're going to have the Pokedex be only 400 Pokemon. That way we can have brand new and quality animations. And then they just ported 3DS animations anyway. Fuck them for that. Gen 9 was Scarlet and Violet. And it's the same thing. They tried some things, but they half-assed it. They tried an open world, and it is the most boring and bland open world I have ever fucking seen in my life. Holy, how do you mess up an open world like that? Gen 2 kind of god tier. Gen 2 is so good I go back and play it regularly. Goated plus ROM hacks. That is good. Gen 3 is the absolute worst. 7 of 8, too much water. Gen 6 is when it changed. Gen 3 is secret-based system is goated. Gen 4 underground caves is like Swim Meets was peak with gaming for me. I will live and die in Gen 3. Swim 3 minutes and then play Pokemon for 4 to 5 hours. Without Fairy type, we wouldn't have Valerie. I can respect post-Gen 2 for that addition. Tiki Pokemon Pog. With Sword and Shield, they just need more spin-offs like Colosseum, where the core gameplay but a different setting. Gen 3 had the best spin-offs, Holy. XD Gale of Darkness, Colosseum, Holy. Wish Pokemon had a archaeology only gen? Is that archaeology? The remakes. I've never played Fire Red and Leaf Green, so I don't really know how good those are. The Soul Silver and Heart Gold, possibly the best Pokemon games. Like, literally, possibly the best Pokemon games. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, so goated, possibly the best Pokemon games. Like, between those remakes and the Soul Silver, Heart Gold remakes, those two are just so fucking good. The Gen 4 remakes. Wow. How did we get here? Hi, Wrath. The Gen 4 remakes are so trash. It's shocking, honestly. It's offensive is what it is. It should be criminal. Shin didn't add locks to the restroom stalls this time. They are. My favorite game was X and Y. And then probably the Gen 2 and 3 remakes. Those are probably my 3 favorite Pokemon games. Sword and Shield is probably my least favorite because that's when Dexit happened and they literally killed my way of playing. I was so excited for Sword and Shield to play an all-turtle team. And that's when they announced Dexit, and it was just like, okay. So I ended up doing an all-bug team for Sword and Shield. And it just sucked. Unless my starter Pokemon follows me around, it's not a good remake. Heart Gold, Soul Silver spoiled me. I agree. Wild? I get told to play the Gen 3 remakes often. Just want to play Moemon fan. Wait, they did what? X and Y made me stop buying Pokemon and haven't bought one since. I was interested in the Mystery Dungeon remakes. Those any good? I've actually never played Mystery Dungeon, but I know people love that series. In Sword and Shield Yuki, they reached over 1,000 Pokemon. And they were like, guys, there's too many Pokemon. We can't keep adding them in every game. It's unsustainable. So what we're going to do is we're only going to add half the Pokedex. You're only going to get about 400 to 450 Pokemon playable in Sword and Shield. And what this will allow us to do is make balance changes for each Pokemon, and we'll be able to have like brand new sprites and animations for each of them. We'll actually be able to up the quality on them because we're a small team. We only have limited resources. Pokemon is like the most grossing IP of all time. So if they wanted to, they could have like the fucking largest studio and crank these games out with high quality. But they don't want to. And so they cut out 600 Pokemon from the Pokedex. Now, this is temporarily. This is like, in the future we will add them. In the future we will cycle Pokemon in and out. But for now we are limiting it to 450. Here's the real kicker, Yuki. They didn't make new sprites and animations. They actually just ported hundreds of them from the 3DS. And so they said you can either have all of them and, port old animations and it'll be bad. Or you can have a few of them, but they will get nice, clean, crisp sprites and animations. And they took the worst of both worlds. They limited the Pokedex, and they just ported the old sprites and animations over anyway. And it was just like, hey, go fuck yourselves. I'm a fan of the original Mystery Dungeon, Red Blue. Not so much the remake. The Explorers of Darkness, Time Sky are also really good. Don't remember if there are remakes. We made this content, so now we give you half of it. The game that sell Catch 'em All say you having too much Pokemon? I know. You gotta catch 'em all. Well, not anymore. You gotta catch some of them. Of course, didn't Lazy Pokemon Company? At least in Gen 2, games had different sprites per game. Garbo modern Pokemon. I'm not even surprised at this point. Just give me my 2D sprites that bounce up and down when you click them. That's all I fucking need. Honestly, it's why every ROM hacker like Pokemon Knockoff is better than Pokemon. I think Temtem was better than Pokemon. Granted, it kind of crashed hard because they didn't come out with a full game when it came out. But if you go play Temtem now, I think you'd have more fun than Pokemon. Palworld? That's definitely better than fucking Pokemon. I don't know if there's any other creature collections. I remember looking at one really excitedly. I don't remember what it was called. There's even a Pokemon roguelike that has all the Pokemons in it. Granted, there's some controversy with that one, Gale, but it is still good. It is still really fun. Pokemon Prism. I don't know. To me, it's just baffling. Which controversy this time? Their main director, their like creative game designer or whatever, was like super religious and like posting stuff that was like really anti-trans or something. You're all so old. Stop it, I'm not even 30. And so people found out that the Pokemon roguelike That one left already? Yes, he left. But it's like, you know, he's the dude that was like the main guy for the game. And so now people are like, oh, boycott the game. It was made by a transphobe. If you want to play the Pokemon roguelike, play the fucking Pokemon roguelike. I'm just calling you old because you prefer the retro stuff? Okay, Kisu, to be fair, when it comes to Pokemon, the retro stuff is ungodly levels of superior. The only Pokemon game I have is the worst one, Saj. You're also old, stop it, I'm not even 30. That one left already. The one that... I think the thing that upsets me the most with Pokemon... I, for years, was like, give me Pokemon, but in a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild map. Give me a setting where, like, I want a fire Pokemon, I have to go to the volcano. I need an ice Pokemon, I have to go to the mountains. I need a rock Pokemon, I need to dive down into caves in the earth. That was what I wanted from Pokemon. An open world where you have to go to different biomes to catch different types. That was, like, what I wanted from Pokemon for years. And Scarlet and Violet half-assed that so much. It is the most bland open world you have ever seen. And it's just... everything in that game is done wrong. One of the big things they touted was you can go through the game in any order. You can go through Pokemon Scarlet Violet and do the gyms in any order. The boss fights with Star, the Titans, whatever order you want. However, they don't scale to you. So, like, the Bug Gym is still level 10, and the Ice Gym is still level 50. So, like, yeah, you could do the Ice Gym first, but not really. Listen here, you whippersnapper, I'm not old yet. My back might hurt and people being near my yard may infuriate me, but changes scare me and I will yell at children about my Pokemon and how easy they have it these days like normal young people do. The 3DS is retro in 2 years. Oh god. I have a 3DS and a Switch. What's the best one I could play? I want to play Pokemon. Soul Silver, no question about it. Soul Silver, Heart Gold, both are good. They're the same fucking game. Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire. Those two would be good Pokemon games to play. Don't listen to this fool. Heart Gold, Silver over Gold, just like Jewelry IRL. Gold over Silver. Gold is better than Silver. Silver is second place. Silver is better. It looks better. Lugia's best legendary. I just have differing opinions on what's important in a game. Here's the thing, Ellie. When a Pokemon game comes out and they have two versions, so like Soul Silver and Heart Gold, you look up what the game differences are. And if there's a Pokemon you think is cool in one of them, you pick that game. So in Silver, the legendary is Lugia. In Gold, the legendary is Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh is a big rainbow turkey. Lugia is like this cool bird dragon thing. So most people like Silver more. However, you might like rainbows more, so you might like gold more. Imagine being past halfway to 50. Based. Look better. But just like iron on a wet day, our gold has better exclusives. Air John. Gold is softer though. Gale, be quiet. Haikisu. Cobblemon is superior. Don't be quiet, Air. Hey, Riddle. Who is the best? You can still get Lugia in gold, but you can't get Kyogre in silver. Oh, also has a special item in holding. Lugia gets nothing. Child. Oh no, I can't get the ugly blue fish. Whatever will I do? Whoa. Whoa, hang on, Xanther. Kyogre is actually like my favorite legendary. That's like, I'm typically like super anti-legendary. If there's a legendary in a game, I catch it and I bank it right away. I never put them on my team. But like, Kyogre, I love. How dare you insult my whale god, Team Aqua? I sad myself on green status. Dang, they really be selling DS games for $100? Oh yeah, Ellie, you want to pirate this. Do not actually buy these games. Pokemon games, especially old ones, are extremely high priced. How dare you insult my whale god, Team Aqua? I do like the Hedgehog legendary, it's cute. Yulin has the best opinions, I swear to god, Kyogre is awesome. Oh, thank you, Yuki. Usually they're all fucking at my throat. Yulin likes ugly critters? What the fuck? Blue fish, pink whale. Kyogre is cooler than Grumpy Grandpa Groudon. Don't buy them, steal them. I love the Team Aqua uniform, but their boss has no brain. I guess I've been waiting for a reason to hack my 3DS. Team Aqua needs to go to school and learn what the water cycle is. The fact they made a sub, but failed grade 10 science shows they failed forward massively. Hi. What are you here for? Ah. Shouldn't it be like Just H launch day? Shouldn't there be a party right there? Not that I'm not happy to see you. And there he goes. I mean, their brain is in their team name. There's already like 600 people. God damn. I don't know. I wanted Scarlet and Violet to be good so badly. And they came out with the most mid-open world I've ever seen. Like I said, fire Pokemon, go to the volcano. Ice Pokemon, go to the mountains. That's what I wanted. But the graphics are so fucking shit. And not like graphics are the most important thing. No, graphics are super, super important. But like high fidelity. Having it like look as real as possible is not what's important. Wind Waker is cel-shaded and very rounded, cartoony graphics, and it's perfect, right? Having fitting graphics, having like a fitting aesthetic is important. And like the world for Scarlet and Violet is just so dog water. Here's the thing, and people, this pisses me off. People are like, oh, well, they're limited by the Switch. No. You play Breath of the Wild. You remember every time you came to like a crazy awe-inspiring view. You remember when you came through the canyon and saw the Gerudo Desert. And you saw the Gerudo town in the distance. You remember seeing the perch of Rito Village for the first time. You remember getting to Goron City and seeing the Darunia statue. Or like when you got to the Zora domain and you came across that bridge and you were like, whoa, this fucking place is pristine and beautiful. You remember a lot of those sites. They were fucking like crazy looking. They looked good despite being on the Switch. There isn't a single fucking viewpoint. There's a single fucking like vista or like moment in Scarlet and Violet where you come around a mountain and see an impressive view and you're like, wow. It was all so dog water. There was nothing to it. No one made the sub, they stole it? I think they did steal it. I do remember that. So yeah, I saw a game called Caravan something. But it kind of like a Solarpunk game. I really like graphics too. I do hold it against the old games. Well, okay. Do you want, like, good graphics that you need an RTX 9000 to run? That, like, you want to see the peach fuzz on every character's face and it needs to look as real as possible? Or does it need to be good graphics? Because, like, pixel graphics can be good graphics in my eyes. So, like, Unrailed. Unrailed is very blocky. It's voxel graphics. And I think it's very fitting. No, I think Power looks fine. Okay, yeah. Wind Waker is a very beautiful game in my eyes. Scarlet and Violet are fucking doo-doo water looking. I don't remember. We know what the water cycle is. It's what happens when you aren't cool and try to make more sand instead of more water. There's a canyon? I don't know if you're saying that to fuck with my example, Pixel, or you genuinely don't remember a canyon in Breath of the Wild. I remember seeing Mondstadt for the first time and going through this forest cove. Someone shitting on pixel art? No, I was just using that example. And you think Team Aquism, just remember that Team Magma's God, who gets hurt by the water, sitting on a tiny one-person-sized island in the ocean trying to punch a whale who shoots water. Not wrong. Breath of the Wild, my beloved. Yuki, my favorite thing, my, like, ultimate guilty pleasure is watching somebody new play Breath of the Wild for the first time. Oh my god, it's so good. Watching them just learn the physics and solve all the problems in some new way that I have never thought of before, just, it's the best thing in the world. It's so good. Team Aqua Hunger Force. This is why Lugia is the best legendary. I do like Lugia. Lugia is on the upper end of legendary string. I think I like Kyogre the most. Then I would say Articuno, but the rework Zapdos. I think it's the Galarian Zapdos. I really like Galarian Zapdos. Rayquaza is cool. Giratina is my #1 legendary. Then you probably love Pokemon Legends Arceus, cause Giratina looked fucking good in that game. Also, I like old GBA Fire Emblem. Lugia's in gold, and you get the buff version of him in gold. Checkmate. Or seeing them beat their first shrine is so nice to see. Yeah. So one of my favorite things, Yuki. A moment I have picked out in Breath of the Wild that I fucking love seeing. They beat the plateau. They go down, they glide down, and they go across the bridge, and they're about to go through the Dueling Peaks Mountains. And then they realize, oh, the Sheikah Tower that will give me map completion is on the other side of a river. What do I do? And so all of them, everybody, they just go into the river and they start swimming. And the stamina bar pops up and they go, oh shit, that's right, I have stamina. And so some of them, if they're a little more dense than, you know, your average person, they just keep swimming until they drown. And they're like, oh right, I thought I could make that. Most people will turn around. And like, sometimes they'll be like, okay, how do I solve this? What do I do? And what I've seen some people do is they just start running upriver. They just start running upstream, looking for a way to cross. And eventually they come across some rocks that they can kind of like swim between and cross. I have seen one singular person in like 7 playthroughs remember, oh, I've got this ice ability, and start making the ice platforms to jump across to get across the river. I have seen one person look for a boat. I don't think there's a boat in the area, but I think they like tried cutting, I don't remember what they did. They tried making a boat for like 30 minutes like some idiot. I think they tried getting a box from a Bokoblin camp and trying to float that across the river like an idiot. I saw one person who's like, I've seen wind bomb clips, and spend an hour blowing themselves up into the river because they didn't know how to wind bomb. It's just all the different ways that people solve it. I've seen 2 people just like give up and be like, later, and just leave. It's so fucking interesting seeing everybody's different thought process on there's a problem, I have infinite number of solutions. None of them are just like obvious, super easy, right? Which one do I go for? Pixel art is fine. I'm just saying I base how the new Pokemon games look based on the ones before it, rather than other games on the same console. The 3D kinda, I learned recently that my dad threw away all my Game Boy Color stuff one year, when it didn't get bought at a garage sale like 20 years ago. Oh, that sucks. Well, true. But you do yourself a disservice getting Lugia second by playing the lesser half of the two. Breath of the Wild is just an amazing game, Keck. That's why I had a problem with how Rise looked versus how World looked, because I'm basing it on the one before it. It's not that big of a deal, it's just I'm really hoping future games are made like World instead. Like if World has 5.5 graphics, Rise is 4.5. Well, so here's the thing, Kisu. What's important to a game is how fitting the graphics are in my eyes, right? So like, I went from Ocarina of Time to Majora's Mask, which had the exact same graphics. And after Majora's Mask, Wind Waker was announced. And I was fucking pissed. Because Wind Waker was very clearly a downgrade. It wasn't dark, it wasn't gritty, it was definitely less realistic. He looked like he was fucking out of a comic book. But then you play Wind Waker. And the graphics are so fucking perfect and fitting for this game that it's like, you can't imagine them having any other graphics. Link's face and facial expressions are animated so well. And they so fit the, like, the soft cell shading graphics that it's like, trying to do this in any other style would have just not worked. But I would say Wind Waker graphics were a downgrade. To me, it's about how much it fits, right? And so, like, they could have done, if they had done Monster Hunter Rise with, like, Monster Hunter Stories graphics, where everything was stumpier, more rounded, super vibrant colors, I'd have been like, okay, this is a crazy strategy, let's see if they actually do this well. But if the tone of the game fit that more, if it was like, and honestly with the whole Wirebug system and how like anime it feels compared to World, it might have been better. You might have looked at that and been like, these graphics are worse, but they fit so well that I consider this great. I would have considered these graphics a 5 of 5. You do Lugia a great service though, building up to it, making it feel like a more powerful and cool legendary to earn than isn't handed to you on a silver platter. Got to earn that gold? No, thanks, Dad. Want to hear a fun Pokemon story? When I was younger, I had gold, and I played a ton. Beat the game, caught a few legendaries, beat Mount Silver and Red, had a buffed out team. Anyway, I went to school one day, and my younger brother played it while I was gone. He started a new game, walked outside the starting house, saved the end. Smile? I have the exact same story. In Pokemon Blue, I'd beaten the Elite Four a few times. Had like 2 or 3 Pokemon at level 100. My Blastoise, my Mewtwo, I think my Articuno. My friends were going camping. And I was like, hey, I want to complete my Pokedex. Can I get some of your guys' Pokemon while you guys are on your trip? You know, I'll have like one of your Game Boys, a link cable, and on just, you know, the game cartridges, and I'll just swap them around solo so I can complete my Pokedex. And they're like, yeah, sure, we can't bring them on this camping trip, so fine. So they go on this camping trip. I go to my cousin's house in Southern California. I was in Northern California at the time. And my cousin's like, you got Pokemon? Can I play it? I'm like 6 or 7 years old. He's like 5 or 6 years old. And I'm like, no. There's only one save file, and my friends have Pokemon on the save file. If anything happens to it, they're going to be mad at me. You can't play it. Oh, come on, Yulin, let me play it. No, you cannot play it. And then one day, my parents were like, okay, Yulin, we're going to go out to lunch. I left my Game Boy in my room. Well, this little rat snuck into our room, went through all of my stuff, found my Game Boy, made a new save file, picked Charmander, and then saved in Pallet Town. I was so mad at him. I was so, like, I think I genuinely hated my cousin because of this for a little while. And nobody got it, right? All my parents, his parents were like, it's just a game, it's not that big a deal. You know, it's just a game. I was so mad. And I had to go back to my 2 friends and be like, hey, your level 100 Charizard and your level 100 Mewtwo and your level 100, other stuff that you gave me, yeah, they're gone. Forever. My cousin saved over my game. I'm really sorry. Oh my god. That cousin, he was a wild child. He shit on my bed once when he was like 12. He literally just shit on my bed. He's chilled out now. And I get along with him more. But, yeah, growing up, I did not like him. Oof, Legend of Zelda fans have this wonderful thing of each game. Has either different graphics or the same assets from the previous game, and I love it. Mm-hmm. That's understandable, but the graphic style is pretty much the same, just worse. The problem is, Kisu, is that the Monster Hunter Rise graphics are the same as the previous game from Generations. Maybe a little better. World was just... The problem is World and Rise were made at like the same time. Rise probably started a bit after. And Rise is like, okay, make more the same of the previous game. And World was make a completely new game. And so... World was like the Hail Mary, go crazy, try new things. If it sucks, it sucks. If it sucks, we'll fall back on Rise. And World did amazing. Which Rise, which was playing it very cautious, very safe, don't try anything new, was just like, oh, this is just more of the old stuff that's okay. But people want more World. It was 2 different development teams entirely. Yeah, I had an Atomic Purple Game Boy Color with blue, red, yellow, gold, and silver. Damn. Start gameplay graphics. Charmander, huh? What the fuck? Should have hid the games better. What if I took out a second mortgage on your house and sold your equity? That's what he just did. On that day, Yulin find the first knife. Don't let Yulin cousin reproduce. He's actually married. I don't know. I don't think they have a kid. I missed his wedding. I got invited to it. And I didn't have a driver's license at the time. It had expired right when COVID hit. And so I couldn't go to the DMV to restore it, but they had set up this like online restoration of licenses. So I basically signed up for that. And then in a year, they just lost it. They just didn't. And so then I was like, for a period of time, I was stuck without a driver's license. And like, I couldn't go to the DMV. I didn't have a car. I could Uber there. But like, they needed you to make an appointment, but you couldn't sign up for appointments online. It was a massive fucking headache. It was the worst thing. The DMV, I didn't believe the DMV was bad because in Missouri, they weren't that bad. But then in Texas, it was atrocious. So because I didn't have a license, I like didn't have a way to go through airports. Because anytime it was like, all right, show your ID, I just didn't have one for like a year or 2. No, I know. I'm not saying Rise knew it was going to have to stand up to World. Yeah. World is not a mainline game. It is, though. What? What do you mean? Did you miss it on purpose? I did not miss it on purpose. I wasn't too distraught about missing it. Because going to this wedding would have meant, like, taking a day off work, giving up an entire weekend. It would have been like a whole just like, oh, I'm just losing 4 days of my life just to travel and see family. Yeah. I bought him a really nice wedding gift, and they were like, dude, thanks. Main lines in, like, main story? So a mainline game is like Monster Hunter, Monster Hunter 2, Monster Hunter Tri, Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter World. Those are the mainline games. Anytime one of those comes out, it's like the start of a new generation of Monster Hunter games. And all the ones after that within that generation are just adding additional content. So like Monster Hunter World came out. This is the start of Generation 5. Monster Hunter Iceborne comes out. This is DLC for Generation 5. Monster Hunter Rise comes out, and it doesn't add any innovative mechanics. It doesn't really add anything extra that really distinguishes it as its own generation. So it's roped under Generation 5 as kind of a, not sequel, but like follow-up to World. And Sunbreak, same thing. DLC on top of an existing game. Typically, when a new generation starts, it's fucking changing the genre in some way. And so the big defining thing for Generation 5, when Monster Hunter World came out, was no more loading zones. Monster Hunter World came out, and before this, every zone had a different loading screen. So, like, you would go to Area 1, and you would fight in this room, and then the monster would leave, and in the doorway to Area 2, they would literally disappear. And then you would run through that, and then you would get a loading screen for like 5 seconds, and then you would be fighting them in Area 2. That was all Monster Hunter games before Monster Hunter World. That's what also annoyed me of a new game. Like Woo Wave. They have a mobile version and a PC version. For the PC version, they had all this ultra graphic shit. So Toaster like me can't even run that on low without the camera spinning all around. Oh god. Texas DMV is fog shit. Gotta make an appointment 3 months out just to get in? Yes. So here's... I always thought stuff about the DMV was a joke. I thought it was like a running gag, and that wasn't how it actually was. When I needed to get my license renewed in Missouri, I thought it was gonna be bad, right? Because all I'd ever heard was the DMV was horrible. They make you wait in line for 9 hours. I go to the DMV, there's fucking no one there. Literally, there's just 2 ladies at the receptionist desk talking. And so I walk up, and they're like, "Oh, hey, how you doing, sweetie? What you here for?" "I need to renew my license. I'm turning 25. "Oh, that's great. Happy birthday. All right, well, we'll just go through the paperwork. Do you have this form?" "Yeah, I have this." "And do you have this?" "Yes, I have this." "Great. Oh, it's so nice when somebody brings in everything. You're one of the smart ones. All right, we've got you all situated. Come over here and smile for the camera. All right, here you go. Here's your printed out permit, and we will send your license to you within 2 weeks." This is all in 3 minutes. I'm like, you serious? This is the DMV, right? And they're like, "Oh, we get that all the time. No, go on your way. That's all it took." And I was like, all right, the DMV fucking is not that bad. This was, I fucking like enjoyed going to the DMV from that. The next time I needed to go was when I was turning 30, and this was in Texas, in the middle of a pandemic. So, everything was fucked, everything was bad, and I just put it off until I was like 32, and just the whole thing was just, ugh. I didn't get it in Texas. I ended up driving back to Missouri with my dad. And he's like, "You gotta get a license." And I was like, "Oh, fine." So I went and got a license. I actually went to the exact same place that I got it renewed when I was 25. And it was different. They had long lines. They had a waiting list. I basically showed up and they were like, "Okay, so you're gonna have to retake the driver's exam. And so you're gonna need to make an appointment for that." "Okay, when can I make one?" "Well, you can wait now and hope somebody doesn't show up and take that spot. Or we've got a spot 3 weeks out." "I'll take the 3 weeks out one." All right, and so then I showed up, had to wait like 2 hours for my appointment. Took the driver's test, got my license, but it's just a whole like, ugh. This used to be so easy. I literally, when I was 25, I walked in the fucking door And they handed me a license. World does fall under mainline installment. I started Monster... Yeah, so, like, Lost One said, World is not a mainline game. And, like, I don't know if he was being serious with that. But he's not commenting on it, Gale. I started Monster Hunter kind of late. Also, my first one was Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate. That's not a bad one to start with. Usually the way it goes is you get a mainline game, and then the follow-up games that are like Monster Hunter Turbo Strike Third. Those are the better ones. So like Monster Hunter Tri was good. Monster Hunter Tri Ultimate was everything Tri had but better. Monster Hunter 4, great game. Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, people will tell you that's the best Monster Hunter game. For people that prefer the old style Monster Hunters, Generations Ultimate is like literally chef's kiss. The DM here is UGG. Sometimes longer. Ohio DMV is a semi-big city in the same way. Ran by contractors instead of state salary employees. Good lord. COVID hit and they went appointment only and it stayed that way? Yeah. Why would World not be a mainline one? I feel like Lost One was just telling a joke, Motoshiro. But he's working right now. So he can't, like, super pay attention. I don't even know if Lost One knows we're, like, waiting for his response. He might be in the throes of it right now. Hi, Mato. Okay, so I finished my texting. Hammer and bow seem good for me. But I'm confused on how Insect Glaive works. Oh, Yuki. Oh, Yuki. You're in luck, because I am an Insect Glaive main. And I rave about how good it is in Rise. Okay, so the Insect Glaive used to be a very complicated weapon. It used to be something that I would tell people, don't play this as your starting weapon, because you have to do things before you can do damage. The way the Insect Glaive works is, you shoot your bug out, and it will bite the enemy, and it will collect an essence. It can collect red, white, or orange. And when you pull it back to you, it will give you that essence, which will buff you for 2 minutes. So, if it gets white essence, I think this gives you some movement speed. You'll run like 20% faster or something for the next 2 minutes. If it gives you orange, I think you get like 10 defense for 2 minutes. The big, all-important buff is red buff. Red buff will give you an extra attack on all of your attacks. So let's say you do a standard spear slash. You just do like, it does like 1 hit, 2 hit. Well, if you have red buff, it'll do 1, 2, 3 hits, which is obviously more damage. So you always want to have red buff. If you're not attacking, if you're attacking without red buff, you're doing it wrong. If you have all 3 buffs, you refresh their durations. So let's say you had white for a minute, you had red for 30 seconds, and then you just get orange. All 3 of them will now last 2 minutes. On top of their buffs, you get like 5% more for each of them, and you get earplugs. So if a monster roars, it's not going to stun you. So the big thing about Insect Glaive is you always want all 3 buffs. Now, the big problem with Insect Glaive is that your bug has different stats. It has strength, stamina, and speed. Your strength is how much damage it does. Although I think in Rise, the damage is actually based on the Kinsect level of the spear part. Its stamina is how fast it regens its stamina. So your bug has a stamina bar. And if it runs out, it can't do actions until it recharges. With a stamina of 1, it'll take a long time to refresh. But if you had like a stamina 20 bug, the thing basically doesn't have stamina because it refreshes so fast. Speed is the all-important stat, though, for bugs. A speed of 1 makes this thing a fucking snail. So you shoot your bug out, and he's literally fucking flying along like putt-putt. Now, I mentioned the essence buffs that are color-based. Those colors are based on which monster part you hit. So if you hit the monster's head, you get red buff. If you hit their legs, you get white. And if you hit their body, you get orange. That's pretty universal against most monsters. There's some exceptions. There's some that, like, instead of getting white from their arms, you get it from their wings. I think Barroth is like, instead of getting red from its head, you get it from its hands. But for the most part, red almost always comes from the head. That can be difficult to get the right color, because when you start playing Kinsect, they don't give you a good Kinsect. They give you a 1 power, 1 stamina, 1 speed Kinsect. So, like, you shoot this out, and it's just like, it literally just putters out at no speed at all, and it's awful. Now, Rise addresses this issue. And if you want to play Kinsect, there is a essentially leveling playstyle. There is 3 types of Kinsects. There is Assist, there is Powder, and there is Focus, I want to say. When you first start the game, you don't have access to these. But around, like, Hunter rank 2, you'll be able to buy Kinsects of these 3 types. And Focus is specifically designed for leveling up with Kinsect. The way this works is, every 6 seconds, your spear will glow blue. When it glows blue, the next time you shoot your bug out, he will move 5 times faster and hit like 3 or 4 times harder. So normally, you would shoot your bug out, and they putter along, barely flying at any speed, and then they bite the enemy for, let's say, 10. Well, if you had a Focus Kinsect, your staff glows blue, you shoot it out, this guy zooms out like a fucking bullet, just and then he hits for 50, which in low rank is a lot of damage. And so if you want to play Kinsect, I would need to, like, I'm kind of going through all this and this is probably very overwhelming. But if you wanted, I could sit down with you and, like, we could go over it for like 20 minutes in Rise, and I could show you exactly how to play this weapon, learning it. But Monster Hunter, sadly, it's a game that, like, the weapons don't come naturally. You really benefit from, like, watching a guide video on all these weapons, if you like one. But I like how you don't say it, pull the bug out. Late game Focus Kinsects are not that good. It's all about Assist and Powder. And typically, at that point, you will have Kinsects that have, like, 20 speed. And so, like, you don't need that blue buff to shoot them out fast. They will just, you have all 3 buffs. I would really appreciate to get a guide of someone that knows stuff. I can sit down with you and, like, show you the stuff. However, if you look up Monster Hunter Rise Insect Glaive RX, AREKKZ, or instead of RX, you look up Gaijin Hunter. Those two both have pretty in-depth guides on the weapons. I feel like I could do a better job, because I don't think they cover Focus. I think they're more talking about, like, late game stuff and, like, proper combos. And I don't think they really focus on the Focus Kinsect at all. But, like, the Focus Kinsect in particular is, like, it's just made for leveling. And it's so good. You have a move where basically you hold your left trigger and then you shoot with your right trigger, if I'm remembering the buttons correctly. And you shoot out a pellet. And this pellet marks the monster with pheromones. This makes it so that anytime you shoot the bug out, it will home in on that spot. You don't have to aim it at all. You could literally be like running away from the monster and not see him at all. And if you have your pheromones on them, you do this move, your bug will shoot out, do a fucking U-turn, go over your shoulder, and hit that spot you marked with pheromones. This will last until you sheath your weapon, or the monster does a phase change. And so what you do with a focus insect, you basically mark their head, and every 6 seconds you shoot the bug out. You do some little attacks like here and there to like, you know, get some pot shot damage on. But your main goal is to shoot that like super buffed, hard hitting bug every 6 seconds. Ohio contractor DMV employees are incentivized to process as many money transactions as possible to get higher commissions. So they are very helpful. Oh, hell yeah. I've decided not to say anything because it became more funnier. Okay, buddy. I mean, like, Ohio DMV is good when it's contractors. Time to talk shit. Ohio DMV is alright. Back me up, someone lost one right now. But they were state employees, Cairo, or contractors. He's pulling his bug out. Ohio contractor. In and out in 10 minutes with a new driver's license. $50 for 8 years. And some monsters, it's almost impossible to get certain essences. Yeah, there's some monsters that, like, are just annoying. There's a spider in Rise that, you get red from his head. But he has, like, mandible arms that he just fucking takes a boxing stance with and blocks his head. Shoot the bug out, can't keep it in. Doesn't sound too complicated. Hi, Nick. Skibbity Ohio Rizzlers stay winning. Cairo, you deserve a slap for that one. You know, why did Shin make your avatar so very cute? Because I told him to. And I paid him. Sorry that I'm your Sigma with a superior GAT. Or Alzheimer's, Nick. We're at 3.9. I don't think we make it to 5 with this video. I'm not sure. It's gonna be close. Okay, Cairo, I'll hit you with a soap sock. Now that one tempts me to block. Yuland, why is Shin so British? You know what was really funny, Kisu? Hi, Trog. Hi, Mr. Void. How's your day going? My day is going good. We're at 4 miles so far. When are you walking up the Taishan Temple? What is the Taishan Temple? What game is that from? Or did I just make a fool of myself? Is that from a game? I like funny stuff. I had to send something to Kisu. I had to send him a package. It was my old graphics card. And when I sent it to him, he gave me his address. And his last name was so fucking British, I thought it was a British town. I didn't recognize it as a last name. And so when he gave it to me, I was like, you need to tell me what your last name is. And he's like, it's there, it's on the thing. And I was like, this? He's like, yes. I was like, oh. I see. I'm a graphic designer. Just trying to make it out here in the big wide world. It's in real life, 6,600 step climb that'll take 4 hours to do. Good lord. Like, I was just being silly and y'all are like, Lost, what do you mean by that? Please respond. And I'm just sitting here. Yeah, we know, Lost One. I can't remember his last name, but I'm sure it was really British. Here's the thing. It ends with ton. It ends with T-O-N. So, like, I saw it and I just thought it was a town. Here's some news I have. Star Wars Acolyte. How are you, Ewan? Very fair guess, Lamau. I am good, Nick. I played Unrailed with Violet yesterday. We've had a very... I haven't gone through any of my notes, Just because we've been talking about Pokemon and other stuff for so long. Star Wars Acolyte. So Star Wars Acolyte is I think it's a Netflix show? I forget what it's airing on. People are mad about it, though. People do not like it. And recently, the thing people are mad about is that on the outside of their ship there was a fire. And so one of the crew members of, the cast in the Star Wars Acolyte show has to put on a spacesuit and go outside to put out the fire. In space. The fire in space had to be put out before it damaged the rest of the ship. The fire in the vacuum of space with no oxygen. And everybody's like, they spent $189 million on the show. How is it so bad? Where did the money go? How did they not pay a single fact checker to catch shit like this? You must have started because I don't see any other cutie with you, Ewan. Must have just started? No, we've been at it for 2 hours? It's just a Friday. Sometimes people join me on Fridays, sometimes people don't. I don't always have people with me. You can have fire in space, but yeah, in the show it's just dumb. So in older Star Wars stuff, they obviously have a lot of fires. They have a lot of explosions. But that's always been explained by, fuel. So, leaking fuel from something. Like fuel is spewing out of this, bombed out hole. Now it's on fire. Alright, fine, I'm coming. You don't have to, Ellie. Eland, why is Pixel so very cute? What do you mean? Huh? And I'm on my way? Okay. But yeah, this is just one thing. If this was the only thing, I don't think people would be complaining about Star Wars. It's just that overall they're unhappy, and this is I think it's a standout, yeah, this show is shit, I'm ready to drop it. Twitch guidelines. So this will be relevant for everyone here, given that you watch VR chat streams. Recently, a lot of VR chat streamers got a 1-day suspension. And it was for sexual content, inappropriate attire. And 4 years ago, they said VR chat is a game. It does not follow the same rules as IRL attire. Basically, you can have more lewd outfits in VR chat. But then people were getting in trouble for it, and 2 years ago they stated, it's not formally written in the rules, but it was stated by them, that VR chat streamers specifically have to follow the rules that IRL streamers do. No underboob, no excessive focus on genitalia, bar around the waist, beaches and hot tubs if it applies, use the right tagging. All those apply to VR chat. They have not been enforcing it the last 2 years, though. And because of this, especially in the last 6 months or so, a lot of VR chat streamers have kind of been limit pushing. And, they have been they've been wearing very revealing outfits. So recently, a lot of them got a 1-day suspension. And one of them in particular, how close have they been pushing? I have a friend, I love her dearly. She wears a string bikini, and she will just put the camera up to her butt. Just spread legs, it's just between her legs. You don't even see her face. It's just groin. You will see a lot of streamers with underboob, and it's I don't want you to get caught. Wait, that's allowed on Twitch? No. Oh my god, no. they've just been getting away with it. Hi, Sleepy. They recently all got a 1-day suspension. And Twitch is starting to crack down on it again after kind of ignoring it for like 6 months. Links Easy, they messaged Twitch. They were like, hey, Twitch, I'm a VR chat streamer. We've been following the rules. Hi, Freya. Have the rules changed? We've been going by what's written in the rules that, you know, these don't really apply to VR chat streamers. What's the deal? And Twitch responded, we're going to update the rules. We'll get back to you. Sorry for the miscommunication. Yes, there is an update to the rules. Yada yada. And so right now we're kind of waiting on that to happen. People are kind of being pessimistic and they're like, oh, they're never going to fucking clarify on that. We'll see. Disney should stop fucking around and fuck their own mouse. What? This looks like a World of Warcraft map? It is a World of Warcraft map, Nick. Do you like World of Warcraft, Elon? I get mad about World of Warcraft, but yes, yeah, I do like it. They've been keeping track like Target and Walmart theft. Climbing, my goodness. What is their name so I can avoid their unsavory content? VR chatters get an accidental upskirt, ban. IRL streamer show their fatty Camille in 4K grinding on a full. Nah, that okay. I mean, yes and no, Riddle. There's a lot of VR. So, like, specifically in the rules of Twitch, underboob is not okay. And, like, there's a lot of IRL streamers. You show underboob, it's like instant ban. VR chat, it's almost the standard. If you went and looked up the category for VR chat right now, a lot of them are going to have underboob. A lot of ones that I really like dearly. Sean VR. ADC. I want to give another example. Those two, they are like really hard riding underboob. And I love them dearly. I feel like they're going to get in trouble for it. It's going to be such a mess, Lamau. Who is the pink hair cutie? That's Freya. Sounds like League love-hate relationship. Walmart is just ass. I do have Walmart news, I think. Right? No, maybe I don't. I don't have Walmart news. Thoughts just going to thought. Walmart just recently came out and told everyone, hey, they're going to start tracking all of your activity on our website and sell it to third-party companies. Yeah. Yeah. You all saw the story about the guy that got he joined a Zoom call for the court case of his suspended license while driving to join that court call, right? So there's been some ups and downs with that story. So the video came out where he joins the call and the judge is like, you're in a court case for a suspended license, but you're driving on a suspended license? All right, turn yourself in. And everybody's making fun of this guy. Well, he got a lot of harassment online because of this. And now he's upset and his lawyer is suing because he didn't know his license was suspended. In fact, his license was suspended in 2010 and then it was renewed in 2022. So by all accounts to him, he didn't know it was suspended. This looked like a clerical error. And like, that shouldn't have been how it went down. However, so everybody apologized to him, right? Everybody, like, this became a viral thing. Like, they were talking about it on, like, every news network. Oh, we gotta apologize to this guy. We were making fun of him like he was some idiot. But he wasn't, you know, he didn't do anything wrong. Motherfucker never had a license. They've been asking, so that same judge, you know, had another case with him, or a court day, and was like, yeah, by our records, you never had a license. Did you ever have a license? And he's like, it's been hard to remember over the years. You know, that was 14 years ago. Nah. He's on record saying to a police officer that he did, but in the records, he has never had a license. So, like, kind of looks like he's spinning it to make himself look like a victim in this situation. But I don't think the dude ever had a license. So it's gone from, haha, he's an idiot, to, oh, this poor victim, we all made fun of him over a simple mistake, to, this motherfucker was lying. Oh, great, you looking for products that use you as a product, only in US? Hi, I'm doing okay, how are you? I talked about Elden Ring. Nintendo. There was big Nintendo news. You might care about this, Cairo. There are 6 games coming to the Switch Online shop in June. There might be more, but I saw these 6 trailers. Mega Man 1, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4, Mega Man 5. And you guys will never guess the 6th game. Tomba are all getting Nintendo Switch Online shop releases. So if you wanted to play any of the original 5 Mega Man games and Tomba, Tomba was like a game where you play as a little caveman looking dude and like grapple enemies and throw them. Those are all coming to the Nintendo Switch Online shop. Wow, only Mega Man? That my wish, not. Gainax, the studio that did Evangelion. Hi, Logitech. Gainax has filed for bankruptcy. And so, I'd actually forgotten that Gainax did Evangelion. I thought of them as like the studio that Trigger came from. The last thing of value they did was Panty and Stocking. This was like 2010. They haven't done shit since then. They've done like 5 or 6 anime and a few OVAs since then. I've never heard of any of them. Everything they've worked on has apparently just been so mid and just like completely forgettable. That it's like, damn, no wonder they're going bankrupt. They actually haven't released anything in like 5 years. Like anything at all, period. And so, on one hand, it's sad to see. But at the same time, I remember it being such a big deal when Trigger formed. So Trigger was the animation studio that used to work under Gainax. They were Gainax. And they made Panty and Stocking. And then immediately they all left and went and made Trigger. And I remember them being like, they're fucking idiots there. We made that studio great. They have nothing but like their past accomplishments to ride the coattails of. They can't do shit on their own. They're so incompetent. We're gonna go make our own studio. And since then, Trigger has just put out banger after banger. Almost everything Trigger touches is great. It doesn't always end well, you know, Darling in the Franxx. But like Gurren Lagann, Kill la Kill, Little Witch Academia, I think that was Trigger. It's all just like so good. And so, like, Gainax closing, I'm kind of looking at it like, I don't even really care. Was there supposed to be Panties and Stocking too? You know, I feel like there was supposed to be Riddle. I feel like I remember that being a thing. But yeah. Gainax, the animation studio, is filing for bankruptcy. And I don't really care. Another thing in my notes, I'm kind of like rapid firing my notes right now because we don't really need to. I don't need to. We spent so long just, you know, shooting the shit earlier with other stuff. I'm like, oh god, I'm not gonna get through my notes. Trigger took everything good with it. Then when they left, yes. Oh wait, Trigger also have a curse? They can't make a second season of most stuff. Correct. True. Kitty DVR. So Kitty DVR is a friend of ours. They're a VR chat streamer. They're a VR chat personality. They recently did a cover of Waiting for Love. So go check that out. I should have put it in neat stuff, actually, now I think about it. I'll try to remember to do that after stream. Oh, this one's fucking crazy. Who's ready for some League of Legends news? Do you want news about skins? Do you want news about balance or patch updates? Or do you want news about the LCS? Well, the Valorant news? No. A League of Legends player, a mid laner from, I think, a Chinese team? Or maybe a Korean team. He's been arrested for murder. Basically, this pro player went with a girl to a hotel, wanted sex, she said no, and he fucking strangled her. Finally, lol, but interesting. What fuck up did they do this time? It wasn't Riot. It was a pro player. Just, I don't know how this happens. He got a big fucking head from, like, competing in a few tournaments and thought girls aren't allowed to say no to him anymore. And he fucking strangled a girl. Apparently he tried to kill himself right after. Just call an escort? Yeah. Apparently he tried to kill himself after, failed. Hotel staff notified police, they came and arrested him, he's in custody. Something kind of funny about this? They said, the suspect was 30 to 40 years old, and he's sitting there going, I'm 23! And it's like, oh, dude. You need to take care of yourself. I'm tired of waiting for love. Please shoot me. Finally, lol, but interesting. Oh, Lord. Most sane League player. I also heard that Riot is going to ban 50% of player base because of their new policy, but I might be wrong. So, that's the Valorant stuff. And with Valorant, they're just like, goodbye toxic players. We're gonna crack down super hard on you. We won't miss you. I don't think this is gonna work out for them. I mean, M35 still never banged, but damn. It do be happening. Some people be going for the wizard statuses. What's it 40? Is it like Elder Sage? Oh, but not in League? So my understanding was that it was mostly on Valorant. It might be League. I don't think so, though. Which half of the player base? The toxic ones or very toxic ones? I don't know. This is crazy to me. That, I mean, like, I guess it just happens, right? Like, surely this has happened in sports a lot. It's just weird happening with, like, a video game sport. League is so much more toxic. I actually didn't have that much toxicity in League. Now, I can be a very manipulative person, and I was able to manipulate every team I was on to being nice. So, like, I just didn't experience the toxicity of League. I practiced the DST, which is the dick-sucking theory. You make people, you praise people in your team. You make them play well and behave because they crave praise. Because they're all touch-starved gamers that never get it. It's like core memory unlocked for them. When somebody fucks up, you mediate it before anyone else says something. Like, I was watching, you almost had that. Stay safe from now on. Right? And, like, that just stops a lot of fights. And then you just sow discord in the other team and get them fighting each other. Ewan just invented gamer drug. In my eyes, it was so easy to just control League players and make them not be toxic. I always found World of Warcraft to be the most toxic game I played. Alright, the god that made Toxic now want to kill his creation. That's 99% of League's active players. Elon just invented gamer drug. I was trying that, but they were still toxic. Wanna know why? I had a pride icon equipped. Yeah, that'll do it. Is this like how you manipulate us into being nice? No, I'm unable to manipulate some of you. I don't even try with some of you. Well, I don't even try at all. Because it's still manipulation, and like, even if you're like, oh, I'm doing this for a good thing, right? They'll be better for this. That's not good. This was more like 10, 12 years ago that I was doing this sort of stuff. Now I just try to like make people feel good. Now I try to word things in a way that doesn't upset people. Like me. We aren't League players, so we know not to fall for this bitch. Wow. If you give me praise, I will protect you with my life. Not kidding. The money Ewan get on his knee, I will fall limp. The moment Ewan get on his knee, I will fall limp. I don't know. My like biggest belief in life is that there's 3 ways to say everything. Positive, neutral, and negative. So let's say we're playing League of Legends, and you just died. You gave first blood. The score is our team 0, their team 1. I could say, "Aw, man, that's gonna make the game harder." And that's neutral. That's not really going to upset anybody, but given the context that they're already upset from, like, giving first blood, that might upset them. But that's an overall neutral statement. Alternatively, I could be negative, right? And I could be like, first blood? Are you fucking kidding me? God, why do my teams always suck? I just want a good team once. Can I have a team that doesn't blow chunks and isn't full of 6-year-olds just once in my life? At which point, I've been very negative. I've made you feel bad, and you are more likely to, like, feel bad and react negatively to this. The third type is positive. This is where you know somebody feels bad. You know somebody feels frustrated from this, but you want to address it and potentially make them feel better or elevate them from this. So they die and give first blood, and you say, "Aw, man, you were so close to getting away with that. You almost had it. Stay safe for a little bit." At which point, they feel like they messed up, right? They feel like they just got outplayed, they just gave first blood. But by you saying, "Dude, I was watching and you almost had that," they're like, "Okay, cool. I have gotten this positive reinforcement. I've gotten this, like, yeah, it's not stupid, it wasn't that bad, it was close. I don't feel as bad now." Neutral, negative, and positive. That reminded me of a TikTok clip of a Valorant player with a name that was basically, "I hate LGBTQ," and the entire lobby except this one motherfucker had pride banners. You fucking donkey, you took a single cannon minion. And talking about him being a serial League manipulator again? Uh-huh. Euland only manipulates me. Yes, boss. And positivity, especially in League, is fucking important. Blood for the Blood God. How I play LoL, don't care about scores. We'll get in, eat those towers, and bang their nexus to orgasmic explosion. Because otherwise, you'll give up after the 15-minute mark? Yes. Boy Prager's for the Steffi fun boy. I have so many friends. I think Foss is one of them. They get into a PvP match, and they're like, "I cannot handle anyone. Mute all instantly." And it's like, oh, man. Why you have to be mad? It's only game. You just gotta manipulate them. They're all touch-starved, praise-hungry gamers. All you gotta do is be like... And not like the fake thing, right? Not like get into a game and be like, "Alright guys, let's try our best," because that just pisses people off. But just like, wait for first blood. If your team gets it, be like, "Dude, I was watching that, fucking nice. You're in. They're on your side. They love you." They give first blood. "Ah, dude, I was watching that. That was so close. Stay safe." They don't feel bad. Their frustration is mitigated. They like you. Yorick main? I am also touch-starved. Imagine falling for manipulation. No, I mute everyone because social anxiety, I told, like, talking to people. I don't know. Don't like talking to people. Nessus for support main. But if ADC is lacking, I go ADC AP. Also Nasus AP. I have like 40 to 50 champions that I main. I don't talk, I just listen. My main role, I would say, is jungler support. I would say I'm best at support, and that's where I have the most champions. But if you put me on a single champion and you're like, you can only play one champion for the rest of League, it's going to be a jungler. It would have been old Skarner, but they just reworked it. I don't know. I don't know what my main would be now. Maybe Xin Zhao. Maybe Shyvana. I don't talk, I just listen. I'm the type of person who doesn't even like listening to people. I don't know. Because I'll feel really awkward if they reference me in any way, even in a good context. Yeah. Warframe. Ember is getting a rework. So it's a mild rework. They're mostly changing her AP values. Her overheat. When you're overheating, it's going to drain less energy. Which is good. Because ideally you want her overheating, but it was hard to stay overheated before. Her fireball, they're getting rid of the charging mechanic. It's just always going to be a hard-hitting fireball, and always apply a heat status. So yay. Her armor strip is going to have better collision detection. And I think it's going to cost less energy based on your heat. So if you're at max heat, it's only going to cost 25 energy. And if you have no heat, it's going to cost 75. I don't think they were doing anything to her for. I might have forgotten. But they're basically changing the way her armor strip and her overheat works. And her fireball. I'm a bit better in text chat, but VC I'd never. Is this Warframe speak? Yes, I'm talking about the Ember rework. Which kind of affects me, because I consider myself an Ember main right now. But I literally just play her... The only thing I do with Ember is I keep her armor on, her damage reduction. And I buff myself with her Fireball Frenzy, just to give my throwing weapon a shit ton of fire damage. God, that skin is so hot. I'm upset about it, Frisu. Because I have a fucking banger-looking Ember skin. But now I have to get another one, damn it. I was a jungle main before I quit. And I played Kha'Zix so much to the point where every game I'm in, I carried every time with less than 3 deaths. I was a Skarner main. And Skarner I felt untouchable on. And then the Juggernaut update happened, and they gave him fucking crystals. And I could still play him with crystals, but not in Summoner's Rift. I hate the crystals in Summoner's Rift. How many times has Ember been reworked now? Too many. I want a Nyx rework. That's what I really want. Honestly, all they would have to do is fix the AI of her mind control target. Just do that, and I'm happy. They should have cut her ultimate range down and called it a day. But no. Ember has only been reworked 3 times, guys. It's okay. Alright. Are we ready for the video games? Can I fucking... There we go. Only. That's too many. Alright. So we have 3 games to talk about. And then we have the Guerrilla Collective, which is trailers and previews for like 15 games. So, man, Valbon is basically dead frame like Nyx and Trinity. Dude, Nyx and Trinity are 2 of my favorites, and I'm so fucking sad about it. All I want is Nyx. All I want is a mind control frame with a good mind control thing. And her... God. Diablo 4 anniversary event. So it's almost been a year since Diablo 4 came out. They're having their anniversary event. You play, you log in, you get some free skins. It doesn't look like anything special. But yay, Diablo 4 anniversary. Trailblazers. Valbon trampolines. No more launching people off ledges. I know, poor Nyx. I just like playing Wisp, move fast, invisible forever. Why play anything else? Yeah. Trailblazers is a ship strategy game from, I think, 1999? It is old. It's getting a remaster. No, wait, no. I'm thinking of a different game. That game is, what game was that? Corsairs. I was thinking of Corsairs. Trailblazers is completely different. Trailblazers is a game where you get basically a ship. Oh, there was a game like it. It's a space game where, like, you have a ship that you buy different ships and upgrade different rooms in it, and you get different crew members that manage stuff. And, like, you control the main crew member, and sometimes you get attacked by other ships and have to control turrets. Trailblazers is like that. But instead of a ship in space, it's a giant mecha beetle walking through, like, a forest. And you will have, like, bosses where it's your ship against their ship. You will have, like... It's almost like... I want to say Oregon Trail with, like, dynamic events. But the whole idea is, you're in this big mecha beetle with, like, you know, 3 to 10 rooms, and you have a crew that you're managing. And they're going across different, like, crazy landscapes and interacting with different monsters and people. It looks neat. Stormgate. Stormgate is a game I think I'm most excited for that I saw from yesterday. So this is from a lot of developers that worked on StarCraft 2. Now, I should see that phrase, from the developers of, and that should only invoke PTSD in me, because that phrase never fucking goes well. But it's from a lot of developers that worked on StarCraft 2. They are making an RTS. They have a website with a bit of information. The trailer for it is the intro cutscene. So the intro cutscene is this guy, and he's going into this, like, heavily, like, locked down facility. And he gets there and his daughter calls him, and she's like, "Daddy, I'm hearing the voices again that say evacuate." And he's like, "Shut up, daughter. I'm working." And they get cut off. A, like, red portal opens up, and a fucking, like, bat demon comes out of it. It's like a bat demon whose body is also a fucking eyeball. And they're like, "What the fuck is that? Shut it down, turn the power off." And the main scientist guy isn't shutting the power off. The main scientist guy is like, "I have done it, I have taken over the world." And they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And, the portal, like, opens up massively. It gets bigger. And then these, like, eyeball demons start flooding out of the portal. And then fucking Satan walks out of it and he's like, "Cower or fight, I will take over this world." There are two factions right now. There is the Earth Vanguard, which is basically humans. And then there's the Infernal Legion, which is like the Hell's Forces. I assume they're going to add more, but I don't know. Third one being revealed in SGF. Okay. It looks really cool. The cutscene was beautiful. I'd like to see some gameplay. I assume it's going to be very StarCraft-like. It looks like it's an RTS that has my attention, which I'm like, oh shit. It looks very pretty. Soon Wisp will die too because of the angel frame that's coming out. It is PTSD for me. Why StarCraft 2? We have seen gameplay of Stormgate 2. It do be an RTS? Okay. An RTS in 2024, yes, Yuki. I haven't heard of a big one released in so long. Oh, is Warcraft all over again? Lame. 2 factions and third one being revealed in SGF. What is the name of the game? Stormgate. Go watch the Stormgate trailer. It's a really good intro cutscene. It's from StarCraft 2 devs too. I should see from the makers of, and I should be like, PTSD, abort, abort, abort. But my dumbass gets excited every time. I may be super bad at RTS, but I love them. One thing about Stormgate is that they're going to have more of a focus on PvE. There is going to be PvP. There's going to be a whole ladder system, PvP balancing. It is a PvP game. But they are going to do more of a focus than StarCraft 2 did on PvE. They're going to have more, like, dynamic co-op missions and stuff. Euland is a hoper. Yeah. Stormgate looked really, really good. I'm actually excited for this. Hey yo, that sounds like a dream. Hi Media, fell asleep. I hope your nap was good. Explore an ever-evolving campaign, group up for 3-person co-op versus AI, or compete in 1v1. That sounds fucking awesome to me. Good morning, Media. Wolfie is just dangerous like that. I have some people that, if I'm in VR chat with them and I'm not walking, they will put me right to sleep. Ryan is dangerous. Ryan is like #1. That motherfucker is so comfy, they will put me right to sleep. And I hate it, because Ryan's one of my favorite people, and I just want to, like, spend all my time awake with them, talking to them. But I get so comfy, I just fall asleep on them every time. Blank can put me to sleep. Shocky puts me to sleep. Ellie can put me to sleep. Wait, today is the final shape raid? Today is the final shape raid. Expect your entire follow list to be Destiny 2. You calling them so boring that you fall asleep? Why would you spin it like that, Gale? I'm trying to compliment them. Like, you can go after me, Gale, but don't go after them. I keep Euland awake. I put Pixel to sleep. I've never fallen asleep before Pixel. I swear. After those 3 games was the Guerrilla Collective. I don't fully understand what the Guerrilla Collective was. I think it's part of Summer Games Fest. So, the Guerrilla Collective showed Duckside, Post-Trauma, Akimbot, Corsairs, Battle of the Caribbean, Sky Oceans, Wings for Hire, Hollow Body, Reckless, Project Z Beyond Order, Humanists, Under the Island, Fallen Aces, Neon Blood, Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit, and Killing Time Resurrected. Put me to sleep, Elin? Hell yeah. One of my friends is doing the raid and going for top 50, Giga Sweats and E players. Morboy was saying they have so comfy vibes they put me to sleep. Duckside had another trailer. We talked about this game a little bit ago. This is Rust, but you're a duck. That's the game. It is literally, you are playing Rust, your character is a duck. That's it, that's the whole thing, go home. If that's what you want, play it. It's not part of SGF. Guerrilla Collective is its own thing, but they both usually start similarly. Okay. Thank you, I see. Post-Trauma. This is a cinematic horror puzzle. That's all I wrote about it. Because the moment I saw horror, I was like, I don't care. It was very gritty. It was very, like, nightmare type of horror. Like, faces in places that shouldn't be there type of horror. Akimbot. This releases on August 29th. If you liked Ratchet and Clank, go play Akimbot. This is literally, we're making legally distinct Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet is going to be a robot, but, like, it's got the ears, it's got his, like, bouncy run. It's Ratchet and Clank, but not, it's legally distinct. Corsairs. This was the ship game I was talking about. So this is a 1999 game, RTS boat game. It's getting a remake, because obviously 25 years ago was a long fucking time ago. It's getting a remaster. Sky Ocean's Wings Are Higher. This is a dogfight simulator, but also like when I say dogfight, I mean like pilot planes dogfight simulator, not actual dogfighting. This is a pilot simulator, but also it seems like a ship fleet simulator. Lots of customization of ships. It also just seems like a JRPG. So keep an eye on that if you like that stuff. Hollow Body is just Resident Evil. It's literally just a Resident Evil clone. It's literally, the guy liked Resident Evil, he made a Resident Evil game. That's Hollow Body. Reckless. I think this is the one that's getting the most attention. This is Tony Hawk Pro Skater MMO. From the devs that brought you Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. No PTSD, even though we were just talking about that. This game is like, they just want to make a skateboard, but they want to have a lot of social aspects to it. There's going to be a lot of like building and creating skate parks and like layouts, and also just like sharing and interacting with other people. So I immediately sent this to Ellie. I'm hoping it comes out soon for her. Humanists. They're getting a base building update? I don't know anything about this game. It looks like Zomboid, but with better graphics, so in my mind that means it's probably not as good. Under the Island. This game looks really cute. It's about this tomboy who's moving to a new town, a new island specifically. And she's not all that excited about it, but her parents are like, come on, you're gonna have fun. She goes around the island exploring with a hockey stick and finds out that the island is like cursed and sinking. And so she kind of finds herself on an adventure to like save the island from sinking under the water. It kind of plays like Legend of Zelda. It gave me a lot of Tunic vibes. But instead of silent protagonist, it's like very, very headstrong tomboyish girl as the main character. It looks cute. It looks really cute. Fallen Aces. So this game is like, it looks like it plays like GoldenEye, but more comic book style. And so it starts in black and white. Eventually the guy just wants to turn the color on. So you just halfway through the trailer, presses start, opens up the options, turns color on, and then it's in color. But it's literally like, I don't know, imagine you're playing GoldenEye, but everything's a little like, it looks like it's cut straight out of a comic book. It's very slapstick humor. It's very like, at one point he has a board with a nail on it, and he hits a guy with it, and it's bonk, you know, stuff like that. But it looks interesting. Hey, Ewan, you're cute. Thank you. Neon Blood. I don't really know how to describe this one. It's a cyberpunk RPG adventure. It's a 2D side-scroller, but it's not like a Castlevania or something. It doesn't look like it has a lot of verticality. It has fights, but like, how do I describe the fights? It's a pixel 2D game with not much jumping, so it's not like Street Fighter or something, but I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be mostly story-based. Me mention? No new Castlevania game in over a decade. Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit. This is a 2D pixel game. It's supposed to be about when the whole thing happened, like when it started. You know, the first murders in the Five Nights at Freddy's story. I don't know dick about the Five Nights at Freddy's story. All I know is the animatronics kill kids and kill people. Killing Time Resurrected. So Killing Time is like, it's very similar to Doom. It's the boomer shooter, came out ages ago. But in this one you were killing like Halloween horrors. So it was like, you know, witches, clowns with a bunch of knives sticking out of them, demons. And that's getting an HD remake. So yay. Me mentioned the castles have veins. Of all the Guerrilla Collective games, there's some that I'm interested in for friends. So like Reckless, I'm excited to see Ellie play that. Akimbot, I'm excited to see Full Metal play that. Under the Island, I'm excited to see Core play that. Everything else in the Guerrilla Collective, I'm like, I don't really care. So Funky Doom, basically, of all the game trailers I saw yesterday, and there were fucking many, the one I care about by far the most is Stormgate. There were some interesting ones, for sure. A lot of them were like, if I had limitless time, I would absolutely play that. But like, I don't have limitless time, I don't have limitless money. So it's like, oh, that's neat, but oh well. Stormgate I missed? All they showed for Stormgate was the intro cutscene. So like, when you load up the game, it shows the intro cutscene for a game. For World of Warcraft, it was a da na 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 like that. They showed that. And I'm gonna miss it again during SGF. Do you want me to send it to you, Gale? You could probably find it pretty easily if you want, but... Wait, I saw a gameplay trailer already? Yeah, Gale was saying there's already a gameplay trailer, and I'm like, oh, I thought this cutscene was... I thought this whole video from yesterday was the announcement. At least a tiny bit. SGF starts during midnight. It's fine to not watch it live as it's coming out, though, right? I mean, if anything, you get to wake up to all the news right in front of you and you get to pick and choose what you want to watch, instead of having to watching it bit by bit. Yeah. There's some actual gameplay matches of Stormgate? Oh. That I am interested in. We're at 6 miles. We are at the end of our walk. Hell yeah. But we're not ending here. But at the end of this dock, this is where the Desolace ends. This video has one comment. Desolace. Kalimdor's butt. Thanks, dude. Thanks for your input. What video does it lead into? Quel'Danas? Not a bad video. Where is that camera? Oh, that camera's in a wall. Okay. Check this out. You guys are about to fucking fly here. Behavior. Smooth. Look at me. Anchor default. God, I love the VR chat camera. Okay. We're gonna put this here. I'm gonna turn that off. We are going to fix our trackers. So don't look at me. Don't look at my legs.
Stairs respectfully.
Oh my god. I can't believe you've done this. Calibrate.
I saw the screen turn blue, so he came to check on you.
Yeah, that was me switching my camera. And it was, from where I was earlier, it was the camera had moved into a wall. Avatars. Switch to this one. And Stormgate did have an open beta before, open and closed beta. Oh. Rexar all about Klimdor's butt. He still wanders around out there, right? Nope, not at all. I think they changed that in Kata. He now... I know he's featured a lot in BFA. I don't remember where he hangs out. He might just be in fucking Orgrimmar. He might also just hang out at Zuldazar. Nah, we only stare disrespectfully. More like I turn blue with envy when I see all those lobby cuties. Don't let them know, Lost One. That's exactly how I want everybody to stare. Oh, anyway, title. What'd we do? I think it was 6 miles on the dot. 6.039. Where is my mouse? There it is. Close this. Pop this open. Pop this open. Pop that open. Okay. And then title. This music is so intense. 6 miles. Now we rest. Done. IGN just teased the Thing game. Can't wait to watch you play that. You know I'm not going to. Hi, Violet. I had a lot of fun yesterday. Elia Vexen. Oh my god, it's the Violet Vexen.
Hi, Violet.
Alright, Worlds. Could I go to just H-bits? Or is, like, even that world a little TOS? Like, by yourself? Yeah? Yeah, like, if I dropped a private down.
Into my head is funny.
And it's just H 2.0 or was it 3.0?
I'm like, oh my god.
Get the hair.
It's not 2.0.
Oh, wow.
Wow, there's...
Yeah, he's enamored with it. Gosh, this is so cool. Put on my...
What is happening? It's like my track... Something about my tracking is fucking up real hard. Yeah, you're fine, 3.0.
I saw that pelvic thrust.
So specifically, like...
Euland, you
Oh,
saw
him?
it.
I'm grabbing...
I saw it.
Well, what you saw was me touch my waist tracker. I'm not actually thrusting. I'm just moving it like this.
I'm sorry, it's such a pelvic thrust over here, though.
I don't see Just H 3.0. Maybe I can click on this one. Shin. Oh, there it is. Just H 3.0. Published. Wait, what? Bits, when I click on Just H 3.0, it says published 8/7/2019. Oh, but it was updated today. Has it just been like renamed? Beware the posters on the wall though. No nudity, but some stuff are pretty Just H themed. We'll just not go then. I'll go there first and then check it out and vet it for stream. I know where we can go. We can go to one of my favorites.
Euland's so sweet, sparing us TOS issues.
Yeah, I could actually go through my portal. Yesterday, I set down a portal and I could not go through it. And I was like, what the fuck? Let me through my own portal. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. Ah. And yes, yesterday was a blast. I like the question mark. Ah. Yeah, you're fine. 2.0. There's no such thing as an inappropriate world, just inappropriate people. No, there can be inappropriate worlds. Ah. Steppy boy having trouble standing up straight after our time last night? Listen. Listen. Ready for some good ass OST? Wow. Yulin, that's inappropriate. Hi, Dehi. Hello. Ah. Water chugged. Ah. Wait, the new private rooms look so nice. Just go through the portal. It's not that hard. Apparently it was 2 days ago. Yep. I always gotta throw this mug. Okay. Lol tracker. I'm setting up in my bean bag. Wow, I'm like floating really high. Okay, right there. Shangri-La is one of them. Why you gotta say hi like that? That's gay? I wish Yulin would say hi to me in a gay way. Frisu, I say hi to you in like the most gay way. It's probably Hunt, the one that I say hi the most gay way to. But I definitely say in a gay way to you, Farisu. No, Dehi, that's how he greets me. Good night, Elder. Sleep well. Go sleep, no. Yes, and you can't make me. Yes, I can. I don't think you actually can. Uh-oh. Oh! I was supposed to feed the dog this morning and I forgot.
What the dog doing?
Not eating.
Oh no, I heard my own voice.
Oh, I feel really bad about that. Violet sent me the pregnant Superman picture we talked about yesterday. And Feet Chan sent me Bussy Ice Pops. Hi, Akashua. Oh, fuck. It's dog's gonna be fine without like one meal, and honestly she's just gonna get it late instead of like normal. I think she normally eats at like 9. She's gonna be fine eating it now, but I feel really bad for that. Checking on kiddos back soon. Okay. Yulin, do you remember if the person who wrote the Dark Knight job quest was a guy or a girl for FF14? I'm pretty sure it was a girl. Don't go sleep it, so I'll just get in VR. I'm taking your cable. You will not. Yes, me will. LOL. Yulia Mwah, how's my femboyfu wifey doing? We're doing good. We walked 6 miles. I'm a little tired. I feel bad because I forgot to feed the dog this morning. Pregnant Superman? What the fuck, Yulin? Art? Question mark? A cutie? So, I don't remember how we were talking about it. But Violet sent me... In conversation, Violet mentioned AI art of pregnant Superman, and Godzilla is like standing behind pregnant Superman, embracing them and holding their tummy. And so we mentioned that yesterday. I don't remember the context or conversation at all. And Violet just sent that to me. Yulin, can you slap it for me? What is it? What are you implying I slapped there, Elder? Right, that's what I remember. Was pretty sure it was a girl who wrote it. Call PETA. The thing next to you. That's Ellie. No, I'm not gonna slap Ellie. Huh? The fuck did Ellie do to you? I mean, I know they can be fucking, you know, sometimes with the... Like, I get it, but like, I don't know if that deserves that kind of response. Slap it with cheese? It's gotta be vegan cheese. Pretty sure it was just Dear God That's Cursed, and I said I might have something worse. I hope it was just that. Do it, bitch. Ellie's so cute. Ellie, would you kindly slap Yuland instead? Ellie wouldn't do that. Ellie wouldn't betray me after I just refused to slap them. Can you throw Ellie out the window down the cliff behind you like OMG? No! Yeah, chat, give head pats to Ellie then. We will absolutely give head pats to Ellie. And then she'll be like, no, do it like this.
That was one time, okay?
It wasn't even to me. Hi, Shocky.
It was not.
But it's really funny.
I mean, I thought it sounded cute and sweet when I did it.
Wow, poor Ellie. I just got paid, let's go. Hell yeah. Yolanda is a goof. Steppy Boy would need to mule kick. Use your greatest assets. Silly Ellie. What time is it? 12:20? I think Coil even started early. Oh no, he's about he's about on time. Let's see. How many people do I have playing Destiny 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people on my friends list are playing Destiny 2. Brain rot game? I don't think it's brain rot. I think it has cool lore. I think it has a lot of history. I do at the end of the day think it's a good game. It's not for me. I do think Destiny players can be odd with it. It's one of those games that, like, Honey Wake Up, Michael Reeves posted a video. Yeah, it'd been a while. He posted a video how he made a car out of 4 scooters. It's like, I'm sorry, what? Huh? I don't know. From my notes, the big thing that's on my mind is Stormgate. I just want to see more Stormgate stuff. I'm also like, Destiny players have Stockholm Syndrome, simple as. It's not Stockholm Syndrome. It's a fine game and they enjoy playing it. We don't need to be the type of people that are like, stop having fun. I run Nom Zealand. Okay, Shocky, get the good eats. I mean, if it gets to a consistent 35 miles per hour. No, Destiny is not stuff. Destiny is definitely not Stockholm Syndrome. Now, Destiny is one of those games that like the player base is fucking passionate about to its own detriment. Because it means Destiny players can be fucking obnoxious. Whether they currently play Destiny or they used to play Destiny and now hate Destiny 2. Oh, it is. Okay. Nah. I don't think so. Everyone I know hates the game, but are so invested that they have to see it to the end. But that's not true. Huh? What do you mean? No, it is. They held your purchasing gear hostage and made you work to get them back. Then you're so invested, you just have to dig your heels in. It's digital pixels. You're not invested in anything. Like, you don't have stock. You're never going to get anything back from the game. You buy temporary dopamine from this, like all video games. And there's no investment. Point of view TF2. He doesn't understand dead game. Okay, quit WoW, PSO2, and FF14 right now for a month. Well, FF14 I haven't played in a month. PSO2, I'm kind of fucking, like, almost there already. WoW, I don't want to. Like, I'm not going to quit these things that I enjoy doing just to prove a point. That's a little silly, don't you think? It's not a matter of want. What it is, though, huh? I want to play them game. I want to play them game. I want to play those games. I have fun playing WoW. More so you can't? I have literally quit WoW for years at a time, so I don't know what you mean. Correct, however, the investment into that dopamine was being held from them when 2 came out, and to save their franchise, they made... That doesn't make any sense, Violet. If the dopamine was being held from them, they would have all quit. Like, if they're not getting the thing that makes them want to play, then they wouldn't play. Anna's gone back. But just like Purple Guy, you always come back. Oh my god. It's hard to tell if this is a real conversation or not. This is? I don't know. You guys are arguing along the lines of like, just quit having fun in anything forever because it's not productive. Like, why play any video games? It's because you're addicted. You should be like building up your side hustle to retire sooner. And it's like, what? That's... I enjoy video games. And I'm not going to quit them for like a very simple, like, you told me to for a month. There's like why would I do that? You want to offer up something like $10,000? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll fucking do it easily. But I'm saying don't play games that abuse you in your time. I don't think there's a single game out there. So, like, we like to throw it around, you know, this game doesn't respect my time. This game respects my time. No game respects your time. All of them are trying to inflate the amount of time you spend playing that game. Some of them are more egregious with it. But, like, you have fun or you don't. It's just on an individual level. Get better at recognizing if you're having fun or not, or you just feel a sense of investment and you want to keep playing because you feel like you're supposed to. It should be fucking normalized to just walk away from a game. This is, but not anymore. I think you just don't get it. Okay. You and Yulin were so adorable playing together. Wish I could have caught more of the stream. Train game looked quite fun. Unrailed is very fun. And they've announced Unrailed 2. Although I'm not on team no video games, but I do understand the Stockholm Syndrome. I think WoW and Overwatch have something similar. Very fun game.
Okay. Hi. Sorry, I had to test my volume.
Welcome back.
Okay.
I mean,
Thank you.
I don't understand. Were you heading out?
No.
Okay.
I'm testing the volume on my mic, and it's just like blah blah blah.
Gotcha.
Thought you were leaving.
I
No,
don't.
you're stuck with me for just a little bit.
Stuck, she says, like we don't want her here. I don't know. I don't understand. I feel like you guys are just kind of like going after WoW and Destiny because you don't like these. But like I could point at any of the games you play and like, well, how does this respect your time? How can you say this is like not exactly the same thing? Like, y'all both like Minecraft, and that is like time waster the game. Like it's just, how much time did you spend on sniffas to get them to make flowers that don't really do anything? Like, you did it because you wanted to, and you had fun doing it. Well, people that play Destiny 2, people that play WoW, unless they have an unhealthy, like, fixation on what they've acquired in the game, it's the same thing. But, like, to think that anything digital, anything in a video game is going to be permanent and we're going to have it for the rest of our life, and like, oh, we lost it, how could they take it away from us? Isn't that just kind of dumb? I have to buy War Thunder Premium to be Pixel's friend? What's up? You're gonna do kiss noises. Yep. Minecraft doesn't put systems in to intentionally waste your time that you typically associate with live service. It absolutely does, Cairo. The drop percent chance on sniffa eggs from strange sand is 6% in a warm ocean. You have to go find a warm ocean. You have to deal with all the drowned stuff down there. You have to do archaeologist stuff in strange sand for a 6%. How is that not time wasting? Why not just like make it so that you can easily get sniffa eggs? Make it so that it's 100% from strange sand. It's to waste your time and make you play the game longer. But like, you're okay with that because you have fun with that. You like that rarity of it. But like, how is that not the same thing?
Yulin, do you not like the sniffers? Do you have something against the sniffers? Are you a snifferist?
I don't have anything against the sniffas. I'm just using them as an example.
Okay.
I mean, up to the point where the time wasted was not the game, but friends we made along the way. Honey Pop is 100% time efficient. I have to buy War Thunder Premium. Minecraft doesn't put... I played Destiny thoroughly. WoW helped my dad get through the ending of his second marriage. But I still see the number of hooks that can dig into people if you're not careful. The need for your efforts in the game to be worth something. What? Sniffa egg, sniffa is. Minecraft isn't trying to get money out of me after my one-time purchase, hello? That's fair. That's different. Well, they kind of are, because they still have packs that you can buy. But it is... What is sniffa? They're the things in front of my house in Minecraft. They're like the orange beaky things with the moss on their back. I love sniffer. They don't do shit, but they look cool.
They look like yaks.
Destiny paylocking their content for years. When you get to a certain point of investment in the game, chasing content releases, you basically have to stick with it or admit that it was a waste of. I hard disagree with that, Violet. you can buy them, but absolutely do not have to. The thing about Minecraft is that they want you to spend more time in it because that gets other people to buy Minecraft. If they get person A to play Minecraft and waste more time in Minecraft, then people will see them having fun playing Minecraft and they also want to get Minecraft. So it's like they're not trying to squeeze as much money out of every single person as they can, although they keep coming out with new Minecraft games. So in a way they could be, because now they're like, oh, buy Minecraft Dungeons, buy Minecraft Fortnite, buy Minecraft Legos. In that regard, they could be. But like the main what they want to do is they want Minecraft to spread across everybody. But like I don't see the difference between them extending the time you play the game and like people viewing that as like, oh, they don't respect my time. Like they are absolutely trying to get you to play as long as possible. Minecraft on the surface is 100% a one-time purchase game. Consider it mostly an issue with games trying to push live service outs. Microtransactions, cosmetics, DLC, etc. Minecraft, the gift that keeps on giving. All they want is your time, not more money. Well, time equals more money for them later on. Sniffa looked like someone asked a kid to draw a yak without ever having seen one. I can say that I've only spent my $15 on Minecraft and nothing more after like 15 years. And that's great. But has anyone bought Minecraft to play with you? And have you played the other Minecraft games? Like, did you play Minecraft Dungeons?
Yes. And yes. And yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They have a store, the fuck? Yes and no. Minecraft get hella money from their store and cosmetics. You don't think anyone's purchased Minecraft to play with you, Cairo? Money equals time. You spend time to get money. And game companies give you time for your money. No, everybody just owns it, lol. Well, Ellie literally just bought it 2 weeks ago. They got it to play with us. It came free with your fucking PC? Shut up, Bits. I'm also not really an avid Minecraft player. Imagine playing with people. You could have played with us, Gale. The server was open to you.
Yeah, Gail, come play with us.
Pokes Yulin's Naval. I play like once every year too. Honestly, that's like the perfect way to play in my eyes. It's one of those games that's like you go hard for a week or two and then you don't touch it for a year. I want to play Minecraft like that. I want to play Terraria like that. Enshrouded, Conan, Power World. I decline the offer, Freya. I want to go back to Lethal now that it's cooked a bit. Exactly, it's like Risk of Rain. Risk of Rain is different in my eyes. Risk of Rain is like, I could pick that up once every 3 months for just a day of like 8 hours that day. I don't want like an extensive, like, I play this exclusively for 2 weeks. I want it to be like, somebody says, do you want to play this? And like, I will never not be in a mood for Risk of Rain. Whereas like, if somebody's like, hey, do you want to play Minecraft? I'm like, I'm not in the Minecraft mood. I don't want to commit to a server right now. Now, Rabbit and Steel I see as being very similar to Risk of Rain. Well, not shush, bitch. Not while you still awake. When can I tell Zuby thanks for the neat castle? He was here earlier. Oh god, that is kind of tragic how he's always here in the morning and then around 11 he dips. And then you're always here later in the day. You played excessively for a few weeks and then paused. You never quit. I don't know if this is a spoiler for Elden Ring, so I DM it to you. It might be Feet Chan. I talked a little bit about spoilers earlier for Elden Ring. Yes, I did see that. They're changing the intro logo for Elden Ring to not be a fucking flashbang. I'm excited for that. I don't have interest for Minecraft, Freya. I'll play Minecraft if Freya there. Freya is literally on every day. Minecraft, Yulins. Is my bamboo stick enough to fuel your furnace? Good lord. Freya's always there, mostly AFK. Then Steppy Boy can give my thanks for me, since we never see each other. If you're familiar with Koyo, or Aiko, they're in the Stardew run. They're live right now, and I guarantee you Zuvi is there. If I open up that stream right now, yeah, Zuvi's in his chat right now. Then I'll pick it up. I hop on and then I'm away with the kiddos or cleaning. I don't know. There's things in games that are like good or bad for consumers, right? I'm not particularly happy with Destiny 2 with the whole sunsetting stuff. That's a really bad concept in my eyes. But at the end of the day, that is how digital purchases and digital acquisitions work. You're not going to have it forever. You don't own it. You never owned it. You were essentially having it for a set amount of time. Even when you pay $10 for a skin on League of Legends, you don't get to keep that skin when the game goes down. You don't get to keep that skin if, like, you're toxic and they ban your account. You're buying the use of it for an amount of time. And so when you pay World of Warcraft a subscription fee and some cash shop stuff, you're buying time to use that. When you do the same thing in Final Fantasy or Destiny 2, you're paying for time to use it. Sometimes, you know, it's more cost effective, right? You buy Minecraft, you get that for 15 goddamn years, probably well into the future. That is a fucking efficient as shit $15. World of Warcraft, you spend $15, you get a month. That's it. You get 1 month. Fit as much time in that month as you can. But like, I don't know. I don't really view it as like this game disrespects your time because it wastes your time. Because both of them are trying to like get you to play as much as possible. Cost effective wise, one is way better. I don't know. I don't like it when people particularly say this doesn't respect your time. Found out I can play Java on my MacBook. Yeah, Minecraft is a good one for being able to pause and take care of things. Oh, Media should play Minecraft with us? I don't want Media to play with us. Because I don't want to expose Media... Listen to the whole thing. Listen to the whole thing. I know. I don't want to expose Media to Juice of Sour. Who is already, like, off-putting to some people. I don't want to have to be like, okay, Media, there's this one guy on the server, he's helpful once you get to know him and, like, tolerate him, but he's going to punch you. He might do it about once every 3 days. He's gonna build random shit in your house. His skin is weird, and he's gonna awkwardly stare at you. But, like, he's cool. He'll be cool. And then I don't want to have to go to Juice and be like, fucking behave, you little shit, okay? Do you hear me? Fucking behave. Because he's not going to. That's a good argument for discs versus visual downloads and skin purchases. I agree. That is a strong argument for the Ghost train. I mean, for physical purchases. I only buy physicals for consoles. Yes, for that reason. I forgot, so have a hug. Wow. Yulin WoW doesn't respect my time. I've killed Mythic Gul'dan over 200 times. No red Rockman mount. That fucking sucks. LOL, off-putting people are family for me. What do you mean by that, Yulin? Nice argument. However, I mean, Juice is a little off-putting to people on the Minecraft server, and somebody quit because of him, and he makes me uncomfortable in Minecraft. I can only imagine him making other people uncomfortable. How is his skin weird? It's a faceless tie-dye Rorschach. What do you mean, how is it weird? It doesn't have a face. Yulin, tell your child to behave? Gale, he's exactly like you in that if I tell him to do something, you and he will do the exact opposite every fucking time. Juice is mega cute. Juice is mega weird, though. Wait, did Steppy Boy not like me putting my bed next to his that one night? Was not meant to mean anything? That was fine. Like one-time things for a purpose, fine, I'm cool with. You putting your bed there, so long as the bed doesn't stay there, I'm okay with it.
I'm gonna put a bunch of beds in your house now. Bye.
Oh my god. I sometimes stop and tone down slightly. You do? I am unable to discern when Gale tones it down. You blush like a bride, so I had to ask. I blushed like a bride in the joke about it. I didn't actually blush like a bride, Violet. May I put my Minecraft bed next to yours? Technically, there's room next for a house next to mine. You could put your bed next. We can have a slumber party. You can't live in my house. It's too small. You can spend the night every now and then.
2 words. Bunk bed.
Do they have bunk beds in Minecraft?
No, but it's very easy to make them.
I see. That's it. I'm encasing Yulin's house in obsidian. Oh, no! Yes, Fitzfreya was a witness. That's it. I'm putting non-Newtonian geometry in your house. Yay, slumber party. It's the nether. My house is not in the nether. It's almost as bad. Apparently my house is in the savannah, which is like the worst biome to start in, and everybody's complained about it. Fill his house with snowmen instead bits. Freya, Yulin wants Momcraft to build our houses next to each other in the next server. I do. I want the 3 of you to be neighbors. Where it's like just the 3 of you in a line. Hi, honey. That's it, I'm making Pixel a non-Euclidean entity. True.
It'll definitely be a non-cookie cutter neighborhood. It will be a very unique ring of neighbors.
Do we need a homeowners association? No. And the guild will form... The server will form a guild against any homeowners association. And we will burn down any houses a part of a homeowners association. Fuck HOAs. That one is more fun bits. I once had someone fill it with bats. Good lord. What? I love the savannah. When you make your house out of hard-to-get materials, it's a bigger flex. It's giving, mother. I will make my fox home then? Just make commie blocks. If you make a hoa, I will fight you myself. Honestly, that's what I want to do IRL. I mean, what? Fuck hoes? Hell yeah. No. You didn't hear me. I said fuck HOAs. Homeowners associations. You were the one that brought up this context, Violet. I do expect you guys to make your homes following OSHA guidelines.
I don't know, Violet. Getting frisky with gardening tools doesn't sound very safe.
And fire safety guidelines. I'm hungry. Who's live today? Who is playing what? There's many gamers live. But which one do we pick? I kind of wanted to raid Hikari earlier. But she ended quite a bit before me. It's safe enough. I'm building the body of a fox laying down. I believe both OSHA and PETA will have complaints. I love getting down and dirty with my hoe. Alright, just H time.
You're a cutie. Mwah.
Oh, thanks.
When I go to Home Depot, I ask if they have a decent stripper and a rigid hoe. I gotta run and do more work stuff. Goodbye, you, Ellie, Freya, and everybody else. Bye, Cairo. I hope the rest of your day goes fast. It's Friday. Don't go too
Bye,
crazy
Cairo.
tonight. Oh god, it's Friday already. This week flew by.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we raid? I could just raid Core again. I do love Core immensely, and don't get to raid her often. And she couldn't stay live for too long yesterday. Because of the new update coming out. I'm so desperate playing Minecraft. I'll see you on Chill Out VR, Yulin. Why the fuck would I be on Chill Out VR? Lamau? Riso, I'm about to take a nap in VR chat. Get on VR chat. With your headset on. I'll see you on Neos VR. I'll see you on Lavender VR. Fucking... I hate these pillows. Oh my god, Freya, can you get rid of this? Can you fucking get rid of this, please?
You know who else?
I'll see you on Alt Space. I'll be waiting for you on Second Life at the furry... I don't even know how to say that word.
Burlesque.
Burlesque? Weird. Burlesque? Alright, that is two different answers.
Hey, let's go.
Burlesque? That is one answer.
Thanks, Violet.
Burlesque. Yes. Burlesque.
What do you mean, thanks, Violet? She literally just spelled it again. That doesn't answer it at all.
Yeah, that's my type of humor right there.
Oh my god.
Like, how do you say it? And then just spell it again. That's actually a joke that I've been using recently when I've had to say my name over the phone. I'm like, oh yeah, it's blank, like my last name. It's like, oh, it's blank, and they're like, how do you spell that? And I say it's spelled how it sounds, and it's like not a common name at all.
It's such a fucking asshole thing to do. Why would you do that?
Oh, I immediately, say like, oh, haha, a little funny, and then I spell it right.
I've had people ask me how to spell my last name, which I almost said just now in Doxbit. It's definitely a name that's like, you need to know how to spell that one, huh? But I guess some people haven't heard of it, and some people just, they always ask. I'll see you on Metopia in your lewdest me. It's burlesque, it's said as it's written, my actual struggle. I tell people to spell it how they want to. It's not for official paperwork.
I'm always doing official paperwork. I never do paperwork for leisure.
I can't decide where to go. Let's see where this person is. The Golden Saucer? Your title is first time MSQ, nerd.
Arisu.
Well done, Ewan. Thank you. Running out of things to tell you to hop on, Ewan. Cut it. End it. Man, cut it. Hop on My Sims for Nintendo Wii. You still got Animal Crossing. You've still got Meta. Not in a million years do people guess how to spell my name. And only 4 have said it correctly, seeing it for the first time. Hop on PS Home Bowling Alley. Hop on Vice City, we're using the mod that turns you into a tank.
My name is very easy to remember and spell, but apparently not during my graduation.
Oh no.
And they totally fucked it up. Yeah, it was bad. And I could make jokes of how to spell and say my name, but it would dox me 100% both times, first and last.
I could say my name. I could say my first and last name, and people still wouldn't be able to find me because both are really common. You could search on Facebook and get 4,000 results of this first and last name. I still don't want to say them. Hop on Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. We're riding BMX bikes in East LA. Do you choose a different game, actually?
Oh, okay.
Like, if I'm gonna play one of
Tony
those,
Hawk's
like,
Underground.
if I'm gonna play one of those games, can it be like BMX Triple X?
Yo, that game was good.
That game was wild, is what it was.
And then they had the other one. Aggressive Inline was really good. The soundtrack on Aggressive Inline was
Why
good.
is fucking everything suddenly getting stuck in my hands? I hate this. Animal
Crossing fun.
Up on D's nuts while I play D2. So I've never played Animal Crossing, but kind of want to.
Hi.
Animal
Sorry,
Crossing
I
is
didn't know you-
very fun. It was really fun when COVID happened and everybody was playing it.
Bit's got the Flectarn on. Whoa.
I'm so indecisive.
Pillow fort. No, I was trying to protect you. Why?
Maybe we go to low fam. Let's go to low fam. Because we do love low fam. Ow.
Jesus. Ow, ow, ow.
What are you in a bad mood for? Didn't your Just H thing just come out? You should be getting along with everybody.
Animal abuse. Animal abuse. Ow, ow, ow. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Behavior. Auto level.
Do some ASMR. Oh no, it fell on your lap.
Oh no, you're burning. God, that sucks. I hate that so much. Oh my gosh, the worst thing, like
Okay.
when I was working my early morning, late night jobs.
Okay. We are going to go to low fam. And I'm going to go apologize to my parents because oops, I was supposed to feed the dog. Let's see. Where's Chatterino? Here are the socials. / raid low fam. Yeah, we got him. Hop on Mercenaries Playground of Destruction. We're still using cheat codes to look like hot girl agents and driving the race car and Hummer around. When I was about to give birth the last time, I got checked into the hospital with the wrong name on the wristband. My exact spelling, except the middle name and birth date, were wrong. There was another lady with my first name and last name who checked into my hospital of AV, and we were born the same year. We could have been switched at birth the moment if we didn't catch it. Oh, Jesus. That's insane. Thank you everybody for keeping me company. We did 6 miles. Thank you, Anonymous, for the incline. There is no VR chat tonight. Tonight, Core will be doing Destiny. And so, I'm probably going to be in her chat the whole time. But we will be returning next Friday with VR chat exploration. Until then, Tuesday is the next thing aside from streaming. So I guess the next time you see me is either just hanging out in Discord or tomorrow's walk. But yeah, thank you everybody for keeping me company. 6 miles. I love you. Bye.